started. What is this song? I need this song.
Everybody on the top got the same sound. Everything I'm about to drop, make a name now. Yeah, y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Yeah, I ain't never gonna be the same now. I'ma tear up this whole fucking game now. Yeah, y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. I got so many bars, call it kamikaze. Ain't nobody ever gonna ever stop me. And I know that I could be a little cocky. That's the byproduct of hard work, no it's not free. I'm at a top speed, I think you lost me. Do not cross me, I keep dropping all these hits and I know that they watching. They keep showing up in my place, always knocking. Knock, knock, bitch, I've been standing right here. Been over 3 years and then you just got here. Man, get me a beer and open up the mirrors. Let me show you now what you've been missing for years. Call it premiere, I could take a boy's name and smear, or take it up a gear and end your career and make you feel fear, or make you disappear. Cause I am right here and not going nowhere. Everybody on the top got the same sound. Everything I'm about to drop, make a name now. Yeah, y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Yeah, I ain't never gonna be the same now. I'ma tear up this whole fucking game now. Yeah, y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know.
Ooh. I need the name of this song.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back
Hey,
to I Love Money Season 13. One
Hey
last time,
everybody.
reunited the entire cast of Season 13. By the way, the song is Play by Nefix.
By who?
Nefix, Neffex.
Yes.
So, after an intense season, 43 days, on Tuesday, we crowned a winner of season 13. Jenna and Ryan made it all the way to the final two, and they were pressed by our jury, where after a long discussion, they decided to crown Ryan as the next inductee into the DH1 Hall of Fame by a vote of 9-0 against Jenna. So I've now brought back every single player this season to settle the score one last time on everything that needs to be laid on the table. So let me just go over how tonight's going to work. So the reason why we do these reunions is because I found in the earlier seasons when we didn't do reunions that sometimes things can go unsaid that would rather not go unsaid. And by having this reunion, it gives you guys an opportunity to get things off your chest so you have no regrets about the season looking back. We have pretty much everybody here. The only people we're missing like Ryan A, we're missing Sador, Justin, but they'll be joining us later throughout the night. So my suggestion to all of you is to let everything off your chest. Use this opportunity to say whatever you got to say because there's a chance this might be the last time we're all together as one group. So anyways, I guess I'm going to start the night off by talking with our final two. So I'm going to start with Ryan. So Ryan, you had a historic win last on Tuesday. You had a lot of things that you did. Firstly, you were only the second person in the history of this game to win by a unanimous vote. You got 9 of the 9 votes that counted. You're also the youngest person to ever win this game at 18 years old. The next person who was the youngest was Sydney, who won the game at 21. On top of that, you're also the first male winner in I Love Money history. You're also the first person not from North America to win this show. So you have a lot of records that you broke last on Tuesday. So how did it feel when you won on Tuesday?
yeah, it felt really good. I was really proud of myself, and I had a bit of a come down yesterday where I was a bit sad it was over, but it was still a great feeling.
I have to hit you.
Were you expecting to win the game by such a large margin?
Not at all. Obviously not. No one was. So that made it even more exciting.
On the other side of the coin, we have Jenna, Jenna, you played a really great game, but when it came down to the jury vote, you were only able to get Sador's vote, which ended up getting canceled out. Were you surprised by the result?
Um, Going into it, I thought I was the clear winner just because I knew all the work that I had put into it. But I have been told since that I was more concerned about saving relationships in the game as opposed to saying what I did. And I agree with that 100%. Really, that's what was more important to me than winning. So I stand by it and I'm okay with everything.
Do you have any regrets about your performance on Tuesday?
I wish I would have said certain moves that I did and how I was sure to make connections with everyone and nourish those connections every single day. I don't think, except for maybe the first few evicted people, that nobody can say that they weren't working with me at some point in the game. I sent anonymous messages and then used those messages to get close to people. Sorry, Rachel. It was just the first one though. So I feel like I did play a very calculated game, but I also wanted to protect people and protect people's feelings. And that might have been my downfall, but I still stand by it.
Morgan, I see you got a not so happy face on right now. You were one of the people that was like very vocal after Jenna's opening speech that you were surprised and you did not want to vote for her anymore. So talk to me a little bit about that.
My face isn't because of Jenna, it's because the kid won't please.
Oh,
He won't move.
He wanted y'all
He
to
wants
see
to say
him.
hi.
So cute
Yeah,
though.
Yes,
you.
tell
Yeah,
him we said
appreciate
hi. Tell him we said hi.
I don't want him on here right now. But I was gonna vote for Jenna, no lie. But it kind of well, she said she used the wrong word, but she said, when you say you manipulate somebody, that's not something that I personally take well, because like everybody I connected with that I talked to, I didn't have a chance to like actually speak to everybody. Everybody that I connected with, it was truly genuine. Like we didn't even talk about game that much when I talked with people. It was more like on a personal level. So when you say you manipulate me and I talk to you on that level, it's kind of offensive, because I didn't try to manipulate anybody. I was really genuine to everybody. But it's a game. It is what it is. Got to take it with a grain of salt. Throw it out.
I totally get that, but what I should have said was I manipulated the situation, not manipulated you. Like, you were never a pawn to me. You were my friend. I loved and adored you so much, and I never wanted to see you go. But I did manipulate the situations to get you and I both protection.
I mean, it didn't work, so I still went.
Yeah.
I was the first to
Yeah.
go after I connected with them. And still, I was the first to go, so it really didn't matter whether you manipulated the system or not. So
Yeah. And then I did everything I could to avenge that. I mean, I got Ryan to be the vote. He was
Ryan
supposed to go that
Ryan put
night.
me out and won the game. So it really didn't work.
well, let me ask this, and then we can kind of go back to the situation with Morgan and Jenna. So we have how many jurors here tonight? Raise your hand if you were on the jury. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so we have everyone except for Sador. So how many of you going into the finale were going to vote for Jenna?
I was.
She had half of
I
us,
was
and
confused.
a lot of us
like
were
I
up
was,
in the
I was
air
split. Like I was still like confused when I
because her
walked in.
game was great. Like she played
Yeah.
an amazing game.
She played an
Mhm.
amazing game. I
Yep.
agree, but she could have. I feel like she
I
could have been honest with you.
I can confirm from what it seemed like. It seemed like there was two camps. There was, Edgar, Millie, and Connor that were really, gung ho about wanting Ryan to win. And then there was Maddie, Harris, and Morgan that were adamant that Jenna deserved to win. And then it seemed like there was Terrell and Latea and Sador even at a time where they were kind of unsure of who they wanted to vote for. And it really did come down to those final speeches. And realistically, I think that at the time I was thinking it was either going to go to a tie and it was going to be like a season 10 situation where that vote Ryan canceled out decided it, or you were going to swing Latae and Terrell over to your side. So I really think that that was a situation where that final speech did mean everything. So you were in the running, Jenna, for sure. Don't feel like you weren't in the running, because you definitely were.
No, I don't. And I just, this isn't an excuse. This is just the truth. Like the whole time this game's been going on, I felt like I was working 17-hour days. I have my regular job, which is extremely, extremely stressful and demanding. If I make a mistake, a pet can get euthanized. So I'm under a lot of stress during the day. And then as soon as my work day ends, I start playing the game. I start making plans with everyone. And then we have show night. So I was just so tired. So by the time we got to the finale, like I'm just exhausted. And, I really did want just people to forgive me and want to be my friend going forward. And I know that's not what you should do in a game, but that's just who I am.
So with the Morgan and Jenna situation, you guys were really close. In fact, Jenna, you made a huge move in the game on Circle Night when you chose to save Morgan over Richie and Jordan, who that same day you had formed a final three with. Why did you choose to save Morgan over those two?
She didn't even make no final three with me. That's how I know, like, I ain't get no final nothing. See?
I didn't even remember a final three with them, really. That kind of transpired into the Misfits, and I wanted to be loyal to the Misfits. That's why I wasn't, I stopped voting for Ryan A, even though he was the one that I wanted out next. When I realized what Circle Night was, I counted and I was like, oh, well, we have even numbers, so we'll be good. Morgan was saying during Circle Night, well, I know I'm going home. And I was like, nah, I got you. She had picked me for Team Morgan without ever having a single conversation. And that really warmed my heart. I appreciated that a lot because I thought I'd be picked last. So I felt that I owed her one, but I also felt that my Misfits would be safe. But as we know, Edgar ruined that for me. So it was just a downfall after that.
So Morgan, was when Jenna had said that she had manipulated you, did you feel personally slighted at all, or was it still only on a game level for you?
I mean, kind of both. Because manipulate is a harsh word to use.
Well, Jenna said that she used the wrong word. Do you feel that she manipulated you?
I don't feel like she manipulated me, but I don't feel like she manipulated me because when I talked to Connor, me and Connor, we had decent conversation. Like I was like, oh, okay, I can't get to know Connor. He's pretty cool. I don't feel like she manipulated me in that way, but the fact that was her intention.
Mm-hmm.
My intention was only to keep you safe because, half the house was going for Connor, the other half was going for you, and I didn't want you to go. So, I mean, I never wanted you to go in this game. I felt in my heart you were my ride or die. I
was not your ride or die, Jenna. You
I had unfortunately promised that to somebody else.
How was all your ride or die? You didn't give me no final nothing.
I mean, production can talk about that. I said all along, I was like, I wish I wouldn't have promised that to Justin. I should give that to Morgan.
But you had
I didn't want to be a liar. I didn't want to be a liar. I know, other people may have had multiple final twos. That's just not really how I roll. Because I had already promised that to Justin, I didn't feel like I could promise that to you, even though I would have never gotten rid of you. And if it would have came down to you and Justin, he would have to go. I didn't trust him. I trusted you completely. Even when we didn't want to vote the same way, you were always honest and upfront. And that's one of the things I loved about you.
Okay.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you guys think that you guys will continue the friendship now that the game is over?
She told me no. That was really hard.
I ain't say no. I just said I'm just not, what I told you, I said you can't tell somebody you manipulated them and then expect them to be friendly to you. That's what I said. And if I would have told you Oh, Jenna, I manipulated you throughout this game. Would you want to be friendly to me?
I mean, yeah, because I'm a big reality show person, and if
Jenna.
somebody has to manipulate me for one to save
Jenna.
me, thanks, man. Thanks. If you have to manipulate me for my own good, I appreciate that. Thank you, because I don't always see everything. I wish Connor and Maddie and them would have manipulated me to get out Justin. Like I wish I did, but I was just.
But you
I
you
had
didn't have to
blinders
do
on.
that. That's the thing. Like you didn't have to do that. You could have told me. You didn't tell me when me and Connor connected that. Hey, half the house voted for you. You didn't say that. You could have said that. I was like, oh, I would have been like, oh, okay, maybe I do need to talk.
I mean, you knew that Connor and the crew was going to vote for you. They had been voting for you. All kinds of people were voting for you, and I was trying to fix that. That's all. I wasn't trying to do anything wrong to you ever. And I'm really sorry that you feel that way.
It's okay. I don't feel any type of way. Final two.
So I guess it's up in the air, Wounds may still be a little fresh. This is what I will say, just from seeing all of Jenna's confessionals, is I feel like this was kind of like, if you've ever seen Survivor Game Changers, where Cirie had Sarah Lucina's extra vote, and she tried using it without Sarah's permission because she thought Sarah was doing something that would harm her own game. That kind of felt like what Jenna was trying to do, where I think maybe she didn't have confidence in you that you were going to do the strategic thing that would benefit you, which I think was Jenna's mistake in that situation. I think at that point, you guys weren't close enough to where she was willing to trust that you would do what was necessary for both of your games. And that was why you guys didn't have as tight an alliance as you probably should have, because I think both of you really could have, I think that you could have been a great asset for Jenna's game. So I don't think Jenna had any intentions of betraying you, but I do think that Jenna did keep things from you, just from a strategic standpoint, not from a personal standpoint. Would you agree with that, Jenna?
Yes, but I would love for production or you to confirm to her that I never ever wanted her to go. And I told you guys repeatedly that I wish that I could have made her my final two if I hadn't already promised that to someone else. And, I would never want that to come back and, for Justin to tell her, well, she promised me final two. And then Morgan would feel like I was lying to her.
Well, I think Morgan disconnected actually. Well, I think we'll just have to put a pin in that, and we'll have to come back to that another time. So I think the last thing I want to touch on with the final vote was, Jenna, although you did receive no votes, someone did vote for you. Sador voted for you. I know, Sador, you're at work, so I don't know if you're able to say anything, but I am curious, Sador, what made you choose Jenna over Ryan when you voted for her? She might not be able to.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, but I chose over Ryan because I knew he had it out for me for some weird reason. So I don't know, like I said, that alliance, whatever it was. So I'm just like, okay. And like she was with our alliance. So I'm thinking like, even though I got up getting out, so I was thinking like we still were, a thing still. Like,
I'm sorry, y'all, my internet unstable.
Yeah, so I was saying like we still were a thing because it was all of us. It was Terrell, me, myself, Millie, and her. So I was just like, okay, let me just, okay, I'm still with those guys, so let me just vote her, whatever. Now I don't know what happened afterwards or whatever. They was already getting to the final three, like.
So for you, your vote kind of came off of when you and Ryan had that little spat during the vault ceremony where he called you out.
Yeah, which was weird.
Ryan, how do you feel hearing that?
That makes sense. I wasn't expecting Sador to vote for me, so I'm not too mad that she didn't. And it's her right to feel that way. So it is what it is.
Well, we do have that clip. So let's take a look at that vault ceremony where you and Sador had a little bit of
course, Dylan.
Dylan's always trying to instigate.
Let's pull the clip.
Let's pull the clip.
Let's say Sador and Justin.
I got two names. Paris and Maddie. Ooh, the shade, you guys. I love it.
Shade. It's just, you know.
No, it's an alliance.
So what's the vote count?
Why do you come back into the game only to vote for people after they've voted for you? Why did you come back in with no game?
Oh,
You're doing nothing.
I do.
Bring
Oh,
something.
you sound very upset. Are you upset?
I am, because you don't deserve
That's not my
to be
problem.
here.
Whose problem is that?
Yo, where are the
Sound like
votes
it's
at?
your
Where are the
problem,
votes at?
Edgar.
You need problem, because they gotta watch you.
It's a
There's
game.
2 Sador, there's 1 for Jenna and 1 for
Edgar's like,
So-
I'm over this.
Ryan, you said Sador got no game. You said that you were curious why she came back in just to vote. So what were you feeling in that moment to make you say that to her?
I didn't. I was frustrated at the thought of getting voted out before her and the possibility of people dragging her to the end. That's what I was feeling personally.
Sador, how did you feel when he said to you that you have no game?
I don't know. I was just like laughing because it's like, why is he upset at me? I'm like, I don't know. Because it's like, I just got back here, dude. Like, I don't know why you're at the bottom. It's not my fault. I was like, but at the same time, but yeah, I get it. Like, you seem like things was falling apart, and like, maybe they thought they ain't know what to do next. But look at you now. Like, you done made it. So,
Do you
So,
stand by what you said that night, Ryan?
Yeah, probably because I was fighting and I was also trying to create a bit of chaos that time. If it was going to be my way out, then I wanted to. But also I still stand by what I said, yeah.
yeah, and you still were wrong too.
Well, you got voted out twice.
Well, I got voted out twice because
In,
people
like,
didn't
5
like me.
rounds.
Wait. Episode 2, once again, people voted me out because they didn't like me for what? I don't know. I didn't get to know anybody. That's one. Twice because I didn't do good on the challenge. And like I said, Maddie was, she was already the paymaster or whatever. I already knew I was going because you guys, that was your alliance. So it's common sense. It's logical.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, but I already had game, know what I was going to do. But like I said, I didn't do great that day. So on that challenge. So I already knew what I was doing. You just don't know what I was doing.
Sure.
All right. Dismissed.
Well, Sador didn't just not get along with Ryan. There was a couple of people that Sador had some problems with. So during your first exit interview, Sador, you read the house to filth. It was pretty wild. I had never seen a dragging like that in an exit interview before. What you call people dirty, you called them Medusas, you called them this, that, the third. What prompted all of that? Like what prompted specifically towards Maddie and Terrell? Because you really went in on Maddie and Terrell.
Yeah, first I was thinking because Manny, but like I said, it looked like she wasn't thinking for herself or just following whoever she was with. And then with Terrell's, I felt like he was coming at me. I was like, I'm not saying that what I do is more important than anybody else or whatever. It's just what I do is very hectic and it's a lot, dealing with 1,000 models or whatever, and designing, and it's a lot. It becomes overwhelming sometimes. So that's what I was saying. It's people don't get it unless you're in it, you're in it like me. So it's just everybody do different things. So it's just dang, I'm in tech for what? I don't even know why. So it's just, yeah, it makes you angry because like I said, I didn't get to know, I didn't get a chance to reach out to anybody. So So it's like I
Well,
felt like I was just judged. Yeah.
Terrell, when Sador made that interview, you were very shocked because you actually had spent the day not really wanting Sador to go in the box.
I didn't want her to go in the box. Yeah, I didn't want her. That wasn't my plan. I know other people wanted, that, but that wasn't something that I wanted. And the whole thing was just when she started popping off, and I was trying to explain to her, hey, maybe they're voting for you because of X, Y, and Z. It just got misunderstood. And I guess I was the face of the person. No one was talking in that power round neither. So I was the one talking. So I was trying to, Maddie, you could vouch for me because Justin wasn't saying nothing. He was acting. So I was there and I was trying to explain, hey, you weren't there. Haven't been talking. We don't really know what's going on. Yeah, production may have knew that you had all this going on, but we didn't know this. So I was trying to explain that. But then she was so upset with all the voting that I got the butt of that, I felt like. But we've talked now, and me and Sador are cool. I have no issues with her. Hope she doesn't have any issues with me.
Right. I do not have an issue with you.
So it was just in that moment that was like, oh. And then she read me for my wig, but I had fun. My wig was laid. I was lit. I was living. I was Drew Barrymore. I was living. So as long as I liked it, that's all that
play
matters.
good, Drew. All right, I did watch.
Period. Yeah. And yeah.
Well, I don't want to make the whole night about your conflicts, even though there was a lot of them. But there is one more that we got to talk about, which would be your conflict with Morgan. So I'm currently pulling up the clip, but I need to know the backstory on it. So Morgan, I want to hear from you. What prompted that fight between you and Sador?
First of all, Sador thought I was talking to her when I made a comment about I was talking to Lataya and Connor originally, but that's neither here nor there because I get it. Lataya said something that made me understand it. So she thought I was talking to her, and I said, I don't think I said, Sador, you all right? What you talking about? Sador sent 20 messages in 2 minutes. And I wasn't even fit to read all that. For real. So when she started calling, right. Like she started calling me a token black, and I was just like,
well,
I was triggered. I was triggered really hard, and I called her some names I shouldn't have called her because I acted completely out of character. She pissed me off.
Well, we do have the clip. I'm not going to play all of it, but we're going to watch a little bit of it. So please take a look.
Lord have mercy.
Than over text message. That way you guys are able to talk in real time. You feel me?
I feel you, but I really ain't got nothing to say. I mean, she's slow. It ain't too much.
You retarded with your dirty.
Ain't too much to slow to.
Dickhead, because she always got something to say. Because this bitch ain't got nothing else to fucking do but talk shit. Dirty ass out here,
you mad as hell,
ugly as shit, right? And you ugly
mad.
As fuck, dickhead.
You mad?
Ugly,
you mad?
Ugly inside.
You mad?
Fucking you are.
But
ugly.
you mad though.
Nobody's mad. You've been mad the whole time.
You're high.
I dismissed you.
You're
and
high.
You ugly as shit. You're ugly.
You high.
You're an ugly bully bitch. You're an ugly bully ass bitch. You are a coach. You are a water bug, dickhead.
Okay,
you are a water bug. Fuck you, dickhead.
Okay,
I ain't gonna say to your dirty ass bitch.
I would take that for you, because
you need get the fuck out of here, like I said. No, I don't like you. Don't say nothing to fuck to me, bitch. Don't say nothing to me. Don't say nothing to me. Shut the fuck up and don't say nothing to me. That's it. That's it. Shut the fuck up and don't say nothing to me. That's it. That's
who the fuck? Nobody
wants
you here.
Who is you?
Nobody wants you here.
Who are you?
Nobody likes you. You're unloved.
Get your dirty ass out here. Get your dirty
You're unloved.
You're unloved.
So I'm not going to play the full clip, but this went on for about 13 minutes.
Damn, y'all were going at it. Y'all had time today.
The full
13 minutes.
The full clip. We was not on there for no 13 minutes, Ryan.
That's a long time.
I was just looking at it. Morgan, that was 28:54 of.
I ought to be ashamed of myself.
Of 41:17. So Sador, I want to hear your perspective now on that situation.
Me and Sador, we done commend. We good now.
So you two are good now.
Yeah, we good now.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I didn't know she was talking to them. I thought she was talking to me. It was just the time frame when I was seeing the messages. I was like, I just said that. I said, I've been like this the whole time when all those little snakes was in there, and I was just watching them fall. And plus, I needed to say that.
Don't ever speak on my kids ever again.
Okay.
Never ever.
But don't ever threaten my life ever again. Don't ever do that. I take that very serious, and nobody's going to take it but the God that I pray to. That's how I feel. Because I tell people there's no mercy with me. Like,
ain't no mercy
no
with
mercy.
my children either. I'm just
and
saying.
I said the same thing about my life.
I get where you coming from, but get where I'm coming from.
I get where you coming from. But I said the same thing about my life. You threatened me first. I don't gotta threaten nobody to prove a point or to talk over or curse them out. I ain't gotta threaten nobody. But everybody like to threaten somebody, but I keep trying to tell everybody, like I said, don't be like I said, nobody don't be like that.
I didn't threaten you though. I said if we were.
No, you said drop the Addy. Once you say drop the Addy and all of that stuff.
No, you said I threatened you before then.
That's going far. That's saying you want to do this. Don't think I'm nice. I won't beat your ass and all this other stuff. I was like, that's threatening somebody. And I said, I take that very seriously. So that's why I said, like I said, I don't play with people's lives because I take life as precious. So, and you only get one right now in this world. So I look at it like I don't believe in threatening people because I don't got to do that.
Hopefully we're ending on a good note.
But it's on a good note. But I already apologize for that.
I do apologize.
I already apologized, and like I'm not.
I also apologize.
We don't commend it for real though.
Yeah,
I also apologize.
Like I said, on your road, motherfuckers going to apologize, but they wrong. I always say that. That's true.
I also do have to apologize because I may have fibbed. I forgot there is one more person that has a score to settle with Sador. So Sador went home on the rap challenge. I don't have the clip from her exit interview, but in her exit interview, she was not happy with the judging. She also was not happy in her production chat. So I do have some quotes that I would like to read. If it is all right with you. Great morning, gorgeous messy bitches. Hope you watch rap shit, LOL. What was the black girl judge name Miss Bootleg Spoken Word? What was that carny ass produced Jake? He acting like he worked with a known musician. Finally found the juicy Lucy girl. Hot ass mess. I'll save it for later. I found that raw no tits Kim Chic. LOL the followers. These judges you all picked. What the fuck? What the fuck the raw face? What the fuck the raw face whom need a beat face and keep up with her dried ass. Oh, I don't feel comfortable saying this. Dried ass dreads. Not my opinion. This is a quote. There's no sign of music nor spoken word or no accounts on social media. And this went on and on. Well, one of the judges did listen to your exit interview and she wanted to come here tonight to settle the score. So I would like to introduce Raw Goddess Kim to the floor. Kim.
Oh my Lanta.
If you're ready, you can come on camera. So
hell no.
Kim heard what Sador had to say, and she wanted a chance to respond. So I'm gonna give Kim, I am gonna give you the floor.
Oh fuck.
Child.
Let me start off by saying I did smoke before this, so I can be calm.
Dang, you should have smoked. You should have waited.
All I'm going to say is I can't take critique from someone who's suffering from a lack of self-love. Because every comment you made was against your own kind. And when I judged based on talent, not color. So I don't even see you as a real woman for real because of the way you speak to people. It's inconsiderate, it's rude, it's disrespectful. And you wonder why you have so many conflicts.
I'm fine with all my conflicts. like I
because of
care.
your tone, because of your tone and your mannerisms and your
I'm
lack
always going to
of
be a
willing to
strong black
listen.
woman, regardless if
You
you
can
like
be a
it or not.
strong black woman,
No matter what.
but there's different
Like I said, but you
levels.
and look how
There's
you said
different
that when you
levels. Was
judged it.
I
You don't know what I
talking?
was going
Was I
through mentally.
talking?
Like you
It
don't know
doesn't
when
matter
somebody
what
went
you
through
were going
something
through
mentally
mentally.
though.
You
Like
don't know
at
what
all.
I'm
Like you don't
going
know
through
what I was
mentally
going
for
through
you
when
to
I
be
said that shit. Like
stalking me.
no
You don't
way.
know what I'm
No
going through
freaking
mentally
way.
for you
You
to be
still didn't.
stalking me. You don't know me and I don't know you. I judged you based off of a video clip. That was
Right.
my
And y'all
job.
didn't
And I
right and
did
didn't
my
look at the
job.
video
I
clip
didn't
good
base
enough.
base it off of your character. I didn't base it off of anything other than what I saw. That was my
Right.
job and I did my job. I didn't attack you personally. I didn't come for you. I didn't stalk you. I didn't look for you. I didn't disrespect you. What I said
Stalk you.
was,
You acting like someone
what I
stalked
said
you. I
was,
said where your work
you
was
did
at.
stalk
That's what
me
I was
on
looking for.
Bigo.
I said
You
no.
came to
I said
someone
right. I was
else's
trying to see
channel
if you
on
had spoken
Bigo.
word. How are you going
It
to judge
doesn't
somebody with
matter.
no work
It
ethic? What
doesn't
are you
matter.
talking
You
about?
don't
Who
know what
stalked you?
my
And I'm
work
already
is
on
because
Bigo.
my
What are you
work is
talking
under
about? That
another
doesn't count for
name,
spoken
sweetie.
word either. And it
You
still don't.
came at me on a
You
different
came at my rap,
platform.
bro. Like y'all
I
came at
came
my
at
shit
your
too.
rap
Like, and
because
I
it
wasn't
was
even like I didn't even
trash.
do a great
It was
job. Like y'all should have
trash.
seen that.
It was
Right.
trash.
And I was not having
It
a
was
good day.
trash.
Right. Just like
It
your shit
doesn't
is trash,
matter.
sis.
I
Just like
wasn't having a
everything you
good
do
day.
is
What
trash.
did you
And that's why I
hear?
came for you.
What did
Just
you
like what
hear
you
from
just
me that was
said.
trash?
Just what you
What
just
did you hear
said.
from me that was
Right.
trash?
I said no, but
What
everything
did you
you
hear
said
from
was
me that
trash.
was
Everything
trash?
you said and your demeanor was
Everything I
trash.
said was my
Everything you
truth.
just said was trash,
It was
bro.
my
Which
opinion
everything you
and it
just
was
said
my
was
truth.
trash just
And
now.
that's your problem. You
Everything
can't
you
take
just said
an
was trash.
opinion.
What are you talking? I don't care about opinions
You
because that's
can't.
not a fact.
Yes, you clearly do
No,
because
I
every
do
time
not.
someone
I do
states an
not care
opinion to you,
about your opinions.
you
It just
pop.
didn't add up because y'all
You
don't
need to
don't
settle
have no
down in
work.
life.
So
I
how are
don't
y'all
know.
judging people based off of
I don't
anything with
know
no
you.
work? It doesn't make
I don't
sense.
know you, nor do
It
I
doesn't
want
make
to know
sense,
you.
and I
And
don't
I
know
don't
you,
want to continue
and I
this
don't want to know you.
I don't want to
Right? Then
continue
you
this
could be
conversation with
dismissed.
you
Then go
because
ahead.
you're childish. You're
Nobody's
very
childish.
childish.
Nobody's
You're very
childish.
childish.
Nobody's childish. You're upset.
I'm gonna let
be
you have the last
you
word because that's what
you
you
be
need
alright.
in order to feel
No, I don't need
successful.
anything. You be alright. You're already dismissed. All right.
Ooh, that was deep.
Hey, Mocha.
I have
And
no
we all
desire
just get
tonight.
along.
Where
I have
Mocha?
no
Thank you.
desire
I
You
don't
to
too,
see
be.
Jenna.
Mocha.
Oh, that's
I'm just let y'all know.
Oh,
Hey, Mocha.
hey
I
Mocha
saw
Mocha's so
Aaron
girl.
modded to you.
pretty.
Them
Oh
girls
my
out here.
Thank
god.
Hey
you.
Mocha, you look good,
Hey.
girl. Word.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I be trying.
You do. You don't
I'ma
gotta
just say
try.
this.
Look effortless.
I have no desire to be a strong black woman. It's tiring.
I know that's right.
It's tiring. I have no
Millie.
It's
desire.
okay. I'll take all the
I'm
strength.
all
I
about
can
a
take all
soft
the
life.
smoke.
I live a soft life.
I like my soft girl
Right.
life. I love my man, baby.
Oh, my
There you
feminazi don't go
go.
nowhere.
Yeah, if I
Still
had one, I'd
fine.
be the
I
same
didn't say
way.
I was masculine or anything. So I can take all that because in the field that I'm in, you gotta take that type of smoke from a lot of people, no matter what race, what ethnic, what generality they are. So you have to take it regardless. So what I do, like fashion industry, is definitely cutthroat, like and acting. So at the end of the day, like that's just what it is. So I'm used to that.
It's felt.
I'm rooting for my
That's
man
deep.
in every way possible, just so y'all know.
Well,
Black
I
power.
wanted to give the opportunity to Kim to get it off her chest, just because I love Kim, I respect Kim. Kim came on my platform and she did me a favor by being a judge for my show. So I wanted to give her that chance to defend herself. I really do think that when Kim was making her critiques, it really was all just coming from a place of the talent. You know what I'm saying? I think it really was just about the rap. And at the end of the day, Sador, I think that you could have done better in the rap challenge. You know,
Well, I already
honestly,
told you guys
yeah.
I was very depressed. I already said that for the last time. I'm not going to keep saying it. I was very depressed and I went through something that day, and I literally told you guys that. So at the same time, it don't got nothing. I'm very loved, regardless if you like it or not, but regardless what anybody thinks or not, because I got God in my life. So for people to keep saying that, oh, you're not loved, or this is a hood thing, this ain't got nothing to do with the black community at all. Like this has nothing to do with it. So I already know I did that in that challenge regardless, because if you saw my face, I'm not smiling. I look sad, like I'm not creative or nothing. So it's just like at the end of the day, it's like you can see it. I see it.
Well,
I'm looking at it like,
also, you also
and I was
weren't
nice
there
enough
for
that
the
I didn't want to let down. Listen, I didn't want to let down the team, so I wanted to still do it. Like I said, I didn't want to let down my alliance to the team, like the team I was on. So I didn't want to not do anything. So I still did it, even though I wasn't there mentally. So I get that to myself, regardless if people like it or not.
Excuse me, can I say something, please?
Sure.
Okay, so because this has been deep the whole little show. So Dora, I don't really feel like you are a target. I just feel like you kind of put yourself in that situation with the things you say to people in your way of words. And like I feel like you should understand more so that it was a business thing instead of personal. Like a lot of stuff you took personal and it shouldn't have been taken that personal. But I can't, like, I'm not you. I don't know where you come from. I don't really know your background, so I can't say that. But at the same thing, like, you shouldn't feed your energy into everything. Like, you shouldn't because I promise, you don't let everything piss you off. Like, when you and that girl was talking and she was saying, like, you get triggered by everything. And everything somebody has to say, it should not trigger you. Like, you definitely gonna have to stop taking stuff personal. Like, in
No, I
this
don't take
game,
anything
you gonna have to
personally.
make friends.
I don't take anything
You're
personally.
definitely.
It's just that no, I don't. I don't take anything personally. That's just how it come off, and that's just how y'all take it. That's not my problem.
I gotta
Okay,
go.
never mind.
Thank you guys for having
Kim,
me.
before you go, I just want to say I love your locks.
I appreciate
too.
that.
Girl, bye.
I appreciate that. It's an accent to my black pride.
I'm
Happy
locking up in
Kwanzaa,
January,
Oh my
everybody.
God, y'all is crazy. It's just
Bye, Kim.
bye,
Bye,
peace. Smoke a
Kim.
blunt for me. Y'all is crazy. Why this boy texting me? No, I don't
Hey,
want to be bothered.
Jerome.
Jerome's here.
What's
Where's
up?
Jerome? Hey,
What up? What's
Hey,
good? What's
Jerome.
good?
The vicious first out. Turn up.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hey, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Look, I had to come on late. I was running over a script for a web series I'm in, and then I was doing some other business and
Oh,
what
he
they
said
do.
he
So
on some, he on a
booked and
bigger and
busy,
better
Jerome.
thing.
You moved on.
yeah,
Bigger
I'm
and
trying to
better
do
thing.
something. Trying to do something. You know, got to keep grinding. Got to
you
keep
go.
grinding.
Period.
You know. So yeah. Well, let me see. What I got to get off my chest here, real quick. Let me see. Let me think.
Okay. Look at Jerome.
Oh my God.
Well, what I got to get off my chest is you mother freakers. You mother freakers. Hey, but why y'all do a brother like that? Why y'all do a brother like that? Y'all just threw me out. Y'all ain't even give me a
It's
shot.
survival of the fittest.
I said, how many years ago? 11 hands went up on me. 11. I was like, come on, y'all.
Bro,
Like, really?
I know what you're talking about.
Yo, that was some hating stuff. Something ain't right with that. Something ain't right with that move right there. Something wasn't right.
Well, we all know, and by this time we should have the understanding that every elimination came from the team as a whole. So it was all
Yeah, it was
plotted
the
in the
West
background
Coast.
as to how
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I can't even throw up West Side. I can't even throw up West Side. You know, the whole West Side came in.
I'll give each of y'all your time, but I do want to get to the next conflict because the person did just come here. So Ryan A, are you with us?
Ryan's here? Where's Ryan? Uh-oh.
I thought you were talking about me.
here
I'm
because
like,
I
goddamn.
scrolled over and seen
Oh my God, Ryan's here. Oh my
So,
Lanza.
I'm trying my best to
Ryan.
find the clip.
Hey, Ryan.
Ryan, you here?
So I'm trying my best to find the clip.
Jordan, hey Millie,
It's taking me too
Rachel,
long to find it.
Pharrell,
So I just
Morgan,
Hi,
Latea,
Ryan.
Paris, Jerome.
Hi Ryan. All right.
Everybody's here.
So Ryan, just because I want to keep this moving. I want to keep this moving. I can't find the clip right now, but we need to talk about a couple of conflicts with you. But first, I want to start with Millie and you. So, Millie, I believe I can quote from both of you at one point saying you just straight up do not like each other in your diary room sessions. Like I need to get that at some point. I don't think I've ever seen a more funny rivalry than you two, because It all started over, in my opinion, nothing. Like I can't even pinpoint what really was the cause of it. So I want to hear from Ryan first.
Well, some stuff definitely sparked it.
So
but
what was
we'll get into it.
Well, I want to get into it right now. What was it?
Okay, yeah. So day one, we were, going over the categories of who was going to be placed in whatever category. I came down to 2 names in the chat, which was Jerome and I believe who else was who were we talking about? I think it was
Edgar. It was
a person named Ernie.
Edgar.
Come on, Ryan.
Come on, Ryan. You heard him. Edgar. Come on now.
So we were going through the chat. And
that's crazy
Millie,
how you
was
forgot my name when I lasted longer than you.
Millie was just
Don't start.
wondering.
He did not.
Millie was
And
just
that's the
definitely
reason
wondering.
that I cannot.
Millie was just definitely wondering why I was saying, okay, this person should be in this category and this person should, be here. It was basically just a miscommunication in that aspect because we didn't know how we were going to be voting and placing everybody in the categories. We talked about it afterwards. She was pretty confused because she didn't know if I had a prior, beef, conception about, the player that we were going hard on as far as who was going to go in the category. So it was good because I got to clear up that, I was literally just going off of the 2 people placed right here. The group was talking about prior. To go further, there was definitely acts of me voting her at that point. I didn't know her intentions behind asking me about my personal bias in that first initial encounter. I didn't know her intentions. She made it clear because she was confused, so she was just trying to figure out where my headspace was from.
Can I ask you, because I've been so confused about this the entire season. What do you mean by personal bias?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So personal bias is just the way you personally feel about something specifically for yourself. So
no, I know what it means. I'm asking what is it in this context? What were you referring to?
My personal bias. My personal bias. I was saying that I was not wanting to put somebody 40 plus in the category of being attractive, and that's why I based my decision off of that bias that I had.
So you felt that if the team did not put Jerome in unattractive, that would mean that he is attractive.
I mean, at the end of the day, the categories were just thrown at us. It had held not much weight. We didn't even know how to go off of it, based the choices by. So, I mean,
well, from what I recall, I'm trying to find the exact moment where this was said on the live. I have the live pulled up. Millie had basically just said, "Why Jerome?" And from what I recall, that was the only thing that she had really said. So, but that led to a conflict between the 2 of you guys in your East Wing chat right after the live was over. And then from that point forward, you guys kind of had a Cold War going on where y'all were silently disliking each other until it blew up on Circle Night after the episode ended and you guys had a face-to-face confrontation. So what was it with Millie specifically?
I mean, it was not a personal thing against her. I automatically off the bat knew that she was going to be a great competitor for one. I knew that she was steering the conversation from the start. I also knew that she was a headstrong person from what I was picking up on, and I am as well. I stick within my stances pretty hard, and I don't waver a lot of the times. So I definitely was okay, we're definitely similar in that way. We're similar people. So, but me going after her in the game of voting her back to back to back, but was because we didn't have any form of communication. I didn't reach out to her first to, clear it up. She didn't reach out to me first, but I did end up taking it upon myself to reach out to her because I was just so tired and over mentioning her in any
Can I
confessional
also question
because I
him?
was asked about Millie.
Yeah, can I
And
hear?
I
Well,
was
Yeah, it's
I know
Millie's
Linnea
turn.
wants to step in, so
Millie.
Okay.
and then I want to hear from Millie. But go ahead, Linnea.
No, can I just say, are you sure, Ryan, it's not because of her age? Because you have this whole age thing about like people older than you. So it's like, are you sure it wasn't just about her age? Because you have
wasn't.
this whole age thing.
Ain't no way we discriminating against ages now.
Yeah,
Well,
like
well,
you're
if you watch
against
the episode,
let me
it
say
does
this.
come
Let
off
me
that
say, wait a minute,
way.
let me say
If
this.
you watch the
Millie's turn. I want to
episode,
hear from Millie.
Melissa, you look good for your age.
She looks
she does.
damn good.
She looks
I am
amazing.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I am.
Period.
Don't
She
run
know
off
it
the
too. Look at her smile for the
misconception. Don't
camera,
run off the
Millie.
misconception.
Smile.
Okay, first of all, Ryan was late, right? I'm a punctual person, so I felt like this is the first night we had this game. Like, who is this person coming in? And he just came in the middle of what we were doing. So when I asked him why Jerome, and he kept going, he was talking about his personal bias, which was probably just, I mean, that was stupid. Your whole explanation tonight is just ridiculous.
If you feel like that,
then I'm talking. So at that point, I was like, why? What is your thing with Jerome? And that's all I said. And you just kept going and kept going. You was like, well, this is my personal bias. And I didn't think of this person, he's over 40 and this, and this. And I'm like, that's dumb. And then, so he just went on with it and we just never talked. And it just aggravated me. And I like everybody. But Ryan A was just a lot for me. He just was a lot. And I just didn't believe you. I didn't think you were genuine. I didn't think he was genuine at all. I thought that, and I felt like if you were in our house, I felt like we were to be together. So the first time he said my name, I was like, what is going on with him? And then you really had no input. You really had no input, Ryan. And you know that. You really didn't have an input, not with us. Now, you may have had input somewhere else, but you really didn't have a lot of input with us. And that's the truth.
Well, in all fairness, I was literally just there, just watching, trying to figure out what's going on in this game. Week after week after week, I was having the people I was working with leave on notices of like, not for game purposes, just for outside game reasons. So honestly, I was just like, okay, this is the person who voted me day one as we voted each other. So we're going to keep this.
I'm gonna turn the
going
chat
as far
off
as like,
because if y'all got something to say, say it on the video. Because a couple of y'all using the chat.
oh, I have plenty to say.
No, not you,
Hey, need to
not
go
you,
somewhere and
Ryan.
hide.
It's other people.
You need to go and
I
hide.
know I'm kind of driving. That's why I typed it out.
No, it's
I was
fine. What-
asking.
Well, I heard
wow.
Dr. Lou was saying that he needs to go and hide.
Oh, I thought you were
Ryan
talking about
need to
me.
go somewhere
Okay,
and
never
hide.
mind.
Why do you feel he should
never
go
hide.
Because he's just talking around. Like just
Yeah,
that
I
lady
lost
is
track.
50
You
and she's
talk too
old.
much. You
And
gotta
she's
get to the point
fabulous.
for me. Straight to the point.
I mean,
Right.
that's what I'm saying.
You
Just
cute,
get to the
Millicent.
point. Just get to the point. And it's just,
Yeah.
Lou,
it
I
was
want to talk
always,
to you in a minute.
it was always a circle with him. Like, he never could say, even when you and I had our one-on-one. And that was the moment, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna talk to Ryan. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna ask this because this was a common thing that I heard in people's confessionals and the night that Ryan was eliminated. I want to get a show of hands. How many of you feel that Ryan has put on a persona or an act throughout this game?
Maybe. I think so.
I see a lot of
I agree.
But maybe that was
Went
his
around telling people the
character
same
for the
thing.
Maybe that's just who
game.
he
I don't
is.
know.
That's just
They
who he
got
is
mad
for
at
sure.
It's
Dr. Lou for what I
okay.
said.
That's just who
Which
he
I'm
is.
fine.
You think that's who he is? I
Yeah, I
thought maybe
think
it
that's
was
who
a
he is.
character. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So what I will speak
People got
on
mad
and
at
what
me
I
for
will
what I
say for
said, but Ryan went around
myself.
telling people the same thing, and no one got mad at him. He went around, oh, I'm gonna work with you. I'm gonna be loyal to you. But when I wrote something to Edgar and Jordan, everybody got mad at me and wanted to vote me out. But Ryan A went around telling everybody, oh, I'm gonna be loyal to you. I'm gonna do this. Let's pray together. Let's do this. Let's do that. Get away.
I didn't even get a prayer, so I didn't get that.
That was another thing. I forgot about that.
I didn't get a
I
prayer.
didn't get one.
I was very upset about that, Ryan.
Ryan,
I didn't get no damn
prayer. I didn't get
no
no Bible
verses. Because I don't talk
Ryan.
about people. I'm going to be very classy about it and graceful. I'm going to give everybody their time and let them talk.
Ryan, is it true that you sent the same exact prayer to everybody in the game?
That's a lie. I did not say the same exact prayer. And I want to, it's just so many factors we can go into the game. So I will address all of the people that I would feel like I need to address tonight. And I'll be done. I'll be stating my case. I'll be signed, sealed, delivered.
Let's not do it if we're going to be all right.
I have no problem with you. We're good. I literally understood that we're two different people. We had two different perceptions. We needed to bring that together and come to terms. And we were like, okay, this is my perception. That's your perception. Boom. Communication should be there in that situation. Us as humans need to communicate. And I failed to communicate in this game and be vulnerable in this game. Boom. That's me and my personal self.
Can I ask a question?
So, next, it was Edgar. Definitely, Edgar was pushing the narrative of me really pushing these scriptures and stuff. And that was even on the, I believe, night of my elimination. But yet he was like, because we were men of God. We were men of God. We had even a chat.
Okay, Can I ask a question? I'm gonna go take a break. I'll be right back.
Right here, Ryan, why you send everybody a Bible verse but me? Why I ain't getting no Bible verse?
You're still going on this misconception that was brought about. So, anyways, definitely like societal ideas play a factor into how we think, and that's how everybody was thinking. Anyways, we can go into another topic. Can I ask? Go check out my podcast. We talk about social science.
I don't want to listen to your
podcast. Can I ask? Because this was brought up at your elimination. How many people received a Bible verse from Ryan?
I wish I did.
I actually gave him one. So.
Oh, you gave him one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody got a Bible verse. I feel some type of way. I ain't getting no Bible
verses here. If we're gonna go on Bible verses here, Edgar literally was like, "You should text Latea this Bible verse right here and use that." So it's like
a lot of people won't get that, Millie, but I understand.
Make this story behind me using Bible verses to connect in game ways. Literally, the last night, nobody wanted to vote me out. It was only my doing. Everybody did not like me in the game because they saw me vote Connor off, they saw me vote Connor that night, and I was leading the votes for Connor because prior he voted me, and I was not going to be running and chasing to him and being like, "Why did you vote me?" And he
Can I say something?
Can
I say something?
Do you go ahead, Edgar?
All right. So I'm gonna say this. Ryan, when you got confronted with all these lies, you did not know what to say. It's really funny that in the beginning you want to say that you don't remember my name when 1, I lasted longer than you. 2, when I was confronted, I manned up to my mistakes and to whatever was going on in the game, and I said what I had to say.
You did.
So the reason why I had brought up the Bible verses was because I was honest with you. When I had brought them up and I had said what I told you, I was not bullshitting, and you can ask production. I was not using you in this game. I was like, I actually really like this guy.
You showed did.
And the fact that you turned around and did all this and you used it, to me, this is what I could be wrong, but it felt like you were using that to like manipulate me, to use me, right? But I don't play with that, man. Like when I send verses, like me and Latea had a really good conversation, but it was not anything game related. She knew I was going against her and I knew she was going against me, but it was about being real at the moment. And I felt like you were just using that to like get closer to me, knowing that I was protecting you. You get what I'm saying? That's it. That was just what I thought.
I don't think it's totally right.
Well, I'm telling you what I thought. I'm not telling you that I'm right. I'm not telling you that I'm wrong. I'm just telling you what I thought. That's it. I'm not saying that I'm right because I don't know.
Your perspective. And I talked to people on multiple levels besides on this religious aspect. We talked strategy. We were talking about getting alliances together. So upholding this way of me connecting with people I didn't know how to connect to in the game. Because honestly, I was not being vulnerable in the game. That was my failure within the game personally. It was my failure also to communicate at some points. But in turn, I didn't have to always reach out and make those lines of communication that other people could have done like in turn. So it was going both ways. So these misconceptions is not fair to be placed upon me because my game was played in multiple different aspects and it was not just within the singulatory way. So don't box me in, and that's what it is.
Well, I'll clarify, Ryan, for everyone. So
please, like
I know that you think that you think you went home because you voted for Connor. Is that right?
Well, not that specific reason. I think it was the principle of it. I felt like everybody's knowing or having this feeling that I had my closest ally that I was willing to vote. Nobody could trust me. Nobody knew my loyalty and allies were.
That wasn't it. So I'll clarify for you the reason. The reason why you were voted out was because you had promised that you would vote for Edgar and you chose not to do that. And once you chose not to do that, Connor, his entire group was like, and Jenna included, were like, we cannot trust this guy. On top of that, that entire day, pretty much everyone had been piecing together that, oh, you have a final 2 with Ryan. Oh, I have a final 2 with Ryan. You have a final 2 with Ryan? Shit, I got a final 2 with Ryan. God damn.
Okay.
You got a Bible. I got a Bible. Like
I didn't get a Bible verse.
I ain't getting none.
I didn't get a Bible verse.
I wanted a Bible verse.
I wanted one.
I need Jesus.
We definitely should have touched more on our beliefs for sure.
And Ryan, I will say this, Ryan. Although throughout the game you had a lot of conflicts with people, up until that round you went home, you were not in any danger. In fact, you were in the best. There was a second you were in the best spot. It was short, but there was a second you were in a really good spot. You were in Jenna's spot, actually, where you could have picked. You were in the spot that Jenna occupied the rest of the season, where you could have been the number that decided which way the game was going to go. The problem was you didn't pick a side. And because you didn't pick a side, it's kind of like when you're crossing the street. If you don't cross the street and you stop in the middle, you got run over. And that's what happened. I actually felt that you and Richie had a lot of opportunity to be a pivotal number in the game, but both of you were so dead set on having an alliance here, having an alliance here. It just got to a point where alliances got solidified and you both got taken out before you had a real opportunity. But I will say this, Ryan. I don't know how much of this season has been a show and how much of it has really been you, but I will say one thing is that you did certainly keep me entertained this season. I do think that you have a good heart. I think maybe you just don't always express it the right way. You and Millie did make up at some point. I don't know if you guys will end on a good note.
I mean, we've been liking each other's pictures. I mean, I don't know.
The only thing I will say about the age thing is that I do feel like for a lot of you, age did come in as a factor. I don't think it was just you, Connor. I will give Connor credit; he was very open about the fact.
But I feel like Connor had a valid case because she did.
Yes.
He had a valid case because you can't keep calling nobody a grown person a kid and expect them not to,
I do agree with that.
Like you can't. So,
but I definitely
Can I address the kid comment? Like to me, that's an endearing term. I never meant that in a bad way. Like I'm twice as old as these people. Like they are kids to me. My aunt calls me a kid. She's 20 years older than me. Like I did not mean that in a bad way whatsoever.
I get it. You can't keep calling nobody a kid and not expect them to call you old. Like it's kind of.
To put a pin in it. I will say that I felt for a lot of you, age was it more so my younger players that age kind of deterred you from working with certain people. I do think that it hurt at some point. It hurt Jenna. I think it did hurt Millie. I do think
I'm in the middle.
Yeah. So that's all I will say. And I think, Ryan, if you had looked past maybe that part of the game, I think that you probably could have had more inroads. Like there was a point where you and Richie were dead set on Millie and Terrell going home, when I think those two were your guys' best shot at staying in the game.
I was
Period,
dead set
Ryan.
on Millie, not Terrell. I was never wanting Terrell out.
And Richie. I liked Richie. So I was surprised by that when I heard that.
Never.
I didn't trust any of them.
And I do want to. And I do want to
That was me. I trusted
I do want to get
everybody.
to Jenna. I do want to get to Jenna and Connor though, because that was a big thing. But there is one more thing we have to address with you.
You either get old or you die.
And Connor is here, correct?
I'm here.
We got Connor. We got to get into this, please.
Your camera's messed up. Are you able to get on camera for us?
Is the video gonna get played?
Please get on camera.
Hey, Ryan, don't get too excited now. Hold on. Ryan!
And then after this, we'll have to... So, Ryan and Connor, I do...
Oh, yes, who did that?
I do understand that post-season, there's been a little bit of flirting.
Not by me. Not by me.
I was going to say a one-sided flirting. I do have a clip to pull up.
Oh, hell no.
I can't wait to see this. Ryan.
I do have a clip to pull up. So everybody,
my God.
please take a look.
I got distracted.
By what?
I'm gonna go cover my eyes. I'll be back when it's over. Bye.
I need the blindfold.
Yeah, I got my blindfold.
Ryan W.
Have to watch.
This is a message that was sent to us after Ryan was
dead.
This is in Ryan and Connor's private
Let me read it.
Not the DM.
So
in the game, I was holding back a lot of me.
Secret exclusive service announcement to Connor. Woo, 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 woo. Connor, you fuck up your interview. You do so best. Wait, you do so good. Like, fuck it up as fuck it up. RuPaul would give. Fuck up that walk, girl. Fuck up that walk, my boy. Anyways, I suck at being charismatic and funny. So okay, whatever. But Connor, I don't know that you're a star. You're famous in my head as well. I saw you said you were famous on your Instagram bio in your head, but you're famous in my head as well.
This is crazy.
So you go kill the interview. You got it, and
this is insane.
you're a star, and I'm proud of you. And we're stars together. And I actually have a business proposal.
This is scary. This is like the movies I watch.
That was demonic.
The first thing I want to ask is, Ryan, were you aware that we were
Jerome?
Were you aware that we were privy to those messages before tonight?
I am now.
What in the world were you thinking?
Ryan, what was that with the
Were you
lighting?
high?
I want to know.
You have to be on something.
What possessed
That was
you?
crazy.
Was that a Snapchat filter light?
Or mushrooms?
It was
like, what were
literally.
you
I was
on?
having a great time that night.
Clearly.
And don't you got a man?
Definitely
That's
a
your whole
great
ass
night.
boyfriend?
I liked Connor prior
Okay.
postseason. I didn't like Connor going forward because he definitely voted me and I wanted him out. So I was like, okay,
You
I'm
want him
like,
out of? He was in your brain
though.
though.
I'll stop the game. I don't care about the game aspect of me liking you and whatever. So I was just like, okay, if it needs to come down to it, I'm willing to vote you. And that's what it was. And it is what it is. And he was just too caught up in the fact. He was just too caught up in the fact of thinking he was always right, and it is okay. And
these were after.
We're talking about the
after
video.
the
You
game,
talking about
Ryan.
something else. You be talking, Brian.
Insert
The video,
I
the
mean,
lighting, the mask, the creepiness.
This
That's
is
what we talking about.
going in circles.
Yeah, you was going around in circles. Come on now, come back to the light.
Well, I do.
This is what we want to know. We want to know
So
what
that
made
was
you
not
put
the
on that-
only. That was not the only messages that we were privy to. I do have another set of messages that
Oh my god!
I would like to.
What?
I hope
We
your
wanna know
boyfriend
what
not
made you
watching
put that
Ryan.
mask
A.
on.
This was
Illuminati.
So this was
Oh,
after,
Illuminati. Yep.
This was after Connor's
Illuminashi.
exit interview. So this was sent, I believe, at 10:51 on
You're not doing this right now.
November 20th.
Look at Edgar. He's scared.
Don't get the receipts.
I didn't send these.
Okay,
how you
I'm
go
not
from
doing
Bibles
this right
to
now.
satanic shit? That's what I want to know.
It's demonic.
These are.
It's
I'm glad
how you
you
go
know
from
what,
Bible
Terrell.
verses
The
to
messages.
satanicism.
Terrell,
That's
I'm so
crazy.
glad he didn't send me no Bible
Here,
verses.
y'all. Okay, these were the
Say that.
messages. So
High five, Morgan.
so after Connor had said, "I saw your messages. I knew what you meant. Don't worry." Ryan said, "Okay, I won't worry, baby." Winking face. Watching you unhinged
Baby.
interview, you are an actual star, and you're not always right, cutie. What color Gatorade and wig though? And then one last message was, "You're fucking hot." Sweating emoji, tongue out. I really like you, and you were nothing but yourself. I'm proud of how far you made it, and don't go nowhere. Verified king, crown emoji. And you
This is the
post on
real
Twitter,
story.
I should follow. I'm your biggest fan. Never was apart. Heavy to be honest. I just finished your whole interview. I'm blessed that I know you, Connor. And then it was.
Oh, that's so cute.
Look at
So
Connor
that's the real
blushing.
showman.
Look at
That's
Connor
that's the other
blushing.
Showmance.
No, it's
I don't
not.
think it. Honestly, I don't think it was no showman. That's kind of
I know, I'm
scary
playing
because
around,
after you
bro.
send,
That was scary. You
And
want
this
that
is
something to
the
do that to you?
file.
It was a big crush. It was for
And
sure.
you got a
Oh my
whole ass
God.
man.
For sure.
Okay, it like when you followed my best friend on every social media, liked all of the posts, like talked about me in the repost, like that's creepy. Like, I don't know.
Oh wow.
Well, Connor, did you like him?
No, no, I don't even.
You don't what?
It,
You don't what?
it just, I was extremely uncomfortable.
Could you
Ryan,
tell
did
he
you
was
know that
uncomfortable,
Connor?
Ryan? Could
Ryan,
you tell
did you
that,
know
Ryan?
that Connor was
This is
uncomfortable?
definitely over social media. We can like go take it back to the game. Of course, I'm a human. I'm a person. I
This
am
is
very
the game,
passionate.
baby.
I'm definitely
This
going
the
to be
game.
like.
This is the game.
Let me talk.
Everybody
Let me
want
talk.
to know about.
Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk.
Come on, Ryan. Don't talk in circles now. Come on.
Ryan,
I am a
just
person
own
Straight
up
to
to
the
it,
point.
bro.
Straight
That's
to the
all
point.
you have to do. We would
Just say,
respect
I
you
like
so much
Ryan.
more if you
wanted
just
to
owned up
Connor.
to it.
what I wanted.
Okay,
I
you
did
like
own up.
him.
I mean, I am owning up to it. I did. Like I sent like those messages.
Yep.
It is what it is.
We saw it.
So I'm not hiding it. I'm not hiding. I don't care to hide it. And
Mhm.
I am open to what I did. I was literally making it a point to support everybody on the show. I was watching the shows, very entertaining. I am a very caring person, and I wouldn't have made a lot of the connections and have been safe in that house if it wasn't for me actually being that great person that I am. So at the end of the day,
So do you have a crush on Connor?
no, it kind of it fizzled out just when I saw how
When he blocked you?
No.
That's why it
fizzled
fizzled out. It was
prior.
mine would fizzle
Thank
out too,
you.
because I
It
can't
fizzled out when
see
before.
shit.
It was before. Thank you.
Okay.
It was
when,
before.
though?
He blocked
No,
me.
I'm just
Thank
asking.
you.
Was it
I'm so glad that you
Ryan,
guys
to be
asked.
real, Ryan, was it
Yeah.
after you found out that he sent us those screenshots?
No, to be real, it was right after he voted me in the game, and then he made it.
But this is after Ryan.
It was right after he.
But this is after the game. You were already eliminated.
And I messaged you to tell you do not talk to Connor because he's still in the game.
We did.
So
Oh
1
my
+ 1 is
God.
not equaling 2. I'm sorry.
The math ain't mathin'.
Just
See, that's
own
the
it.
problem,
Just
Ryan.
own
And this,
it. It's
Ryan, this is
okay.
why I say you were
Everyone has
I think he
crushes.
already owned it. He just said he
It's
did
no
it.
big deal.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
say you're not genuine, Ryan, because you're not a
you
truth
still
teller.
lying. Like what you
Yeah,
like?
you're
The
not a
game
truth
over with.
teller.
That's all right,
You're not a
Ryan. You
truth teller.
did
And the
whatever
thing
you
is this:
did.
if Connor
That's
felt
all.
uncomfortable at any point, I'm sure he let you know that he was uncomfortable
I'm
before
sure he would
or
have let me
after the
know.
game.
Did
But
he
you're
say
not
it?
genuine and you're not telling the truth. If you liked him and he hurt your feelings because he didn't like you back, then just say that. And then you broke the rules and talking to people after you left the game.
He didn't hurt my feelings that he blocked me. It was not that. It was
Clearly,
literally
you
because
have
he
made a
voted
whole
me.
Well,
video
go ahead.
voted
Like, what
me
you
and he
saying?
with a
expected me to
mask
be
and
at
a
his.
red light.
Millie,
Sir,
he voted
your
me and
feelings are hurt.
he voted me and he expected me to be at his front door and ask him why did he vote me.
That man was
Ryan,
ignoring the hell out of you.
Ryan,
Connor,
I think we're
not the front
we're
door.
past that. I think it's
Oh,
obvious.
trust me, my front door will be locked.
Great. In the game, not literal
listen,
Tumblr.
I will
See,
say,
you
I will
guys
say
don't
this
know
too,
me, so
Ryan.
I don't mind.
Ryan, I will say this too.
Yeah.
When the cast was revealed, one of the first things you said about Connor was you thought he was hot.
I did. I liked his
before
the season. I did.
Okay.
Does he have a
I feel
boyfriend?
like anyone in the
is it
game,
You
it
fair
was
want to
to say
Patty, but
apologize
that's
to
Harrison.
Connor for making him uncomfortable? Or?
Listen, I will say this. I think that you really do like Connor. I do.
Yeah.
I think maybe you just don't know how to react to knowing that maybe he's not reciprocating those feelings. I will say you came on hella strong, bruh. Like I don't. You would agree with that?
I would definitely agree with that. I come in at a lot of stuff strong. I'm a strong person, individual. Yeah, for sure.
And listen, that's why I think you're great. But I think just in the future, I don't know if I would wear a mask when sending messages to somebody.
It could definitely give weird messages. I know. I mean, it could look weird, but I mean,
Yo, that was spooky.
But can I know why the mask? I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious. I want to know why.
I don't know. It was just fun. I had it right next to me.
So you were just like, let me have a little like furry moment and throw this dragon off.
It was very real. I mean, if you wanna say like, you know, the what's like the dog strap thing now that it's like a new creative.
Hold on. Whoa, hold on. Dog strap.
Yo,
that's a
going
whole
into
different
some
conversation.
dominatrix type shit.
Don't get me going into those again.
Some dominance type shit.
DH1's about to turn to
So
DMX.
Ryan, you're into that S&M shit?
I just don't understand how you send people Bible verses and then act this way. Like
that's what I said.
Because you know why? Because people of the Bible, because he's still a person.
Okay, honestly,
That's his
I didn't
side.
send
This other
any
side
Bible
of
verses
himself.
to much people. It was only to literally Edgar, Jenna, and who else? And Latea. And that's literally the only people I believe so. So this whole narrative has to stop because that's literally
It ain't no
not
narrative,
cute.
baby. The proof
But it's
is
true.
Yeah, it's true. Like
Okay, yes.
Ryan, can I ask you a question?
I don't
It's
understand
okay
why
to
you're
be
still
flexible within the person of who you are. You don't have to stick to this certain narrative that what people want to paint of you. If you're like either a Christian, if you're this, if you're that, you
Right.
can go outside of whatever's presented. I know coming in the game, I went heavily on just this person of who I am, of being like a man of God, and you know, I know I came in on that perception.
a
I
man
didn't know
of
how to
God,
be
and I don't wear
vulnerable in other
demon
ways.
masks.
I didn't know how to be vulnerable in
It
other
ain't
ways
the
besides
it ain't the fact
my
that
God, and I didn't know how to be vulnerable besides strategic play in my social
Let me say
abilities.
this. Let me just
and
say this. Let me just say
connecting
this.
on childhood.
It ain't about
relationship,
it ain't
talking into
about the
other
man of God and
conversations.
then like
I
that
talked
because
about way more other
Jesus,
stuff.
Jesus
So if
ate
y'all
with the
see me
sinners.
person in this
He
one
ate
little
with the
category,
sinners.
that's not cool.
Jesus loves the gays. Jesus loves the lottery players.
I agree.
Jesus loves everybody, baby. But when you go in there, you stalking somebody and you making somebody feel uncomfortable, that's a whole different level. Like God loves us all. He don't care what you is. He loves you. He loves you. He loves me. He loved me. He loved me when I was in the club picking up the stripper money. I ain't never stripped.
State that you're
But he
uncomfortable.
loves
or
he loves us where we are. So that is not the point of you wearing the mask. It's the point of you stalking that boy and making him feel uncomfortable.
And to add on to that too, I don't know if this is true or not, Ryan, but if you have a significant other, you know that one of the biggest sins is adultery, brother. You know this. That is exactly what you're committing right now, man. We want to talk about God a lot, and you're committing a big sin.
So I've been confused on this.
I'm not even worried about
like if you have a boyfriend, this is fucked up. Plain
Are
and simple.
you with somebody or no? Because that's like a big question there. Like, are you?
Yeah, he ignored me when I said that, but yeah.
Like, do you have like? Are you with someone or like?
He does, girl.
I'm single, and it is what it is.
Oh, he lying.
You're single.
So were you single?
I'm
like,
not lying. That's perception. It's okay if y'all think I'm a liar. I don't really
So
care.
wait, where did this come from? That he has.
I don't care.
Wait, I'm Terrell. So wait, where did you hear that he has a significant other? I'm curious because I've heard it, but I haven't seen anything directly.
I just heard through the grapevine, And that
So
person could say, I just heard.
So who
'Cause he
else
was
heard
talking
that
to
Ryan had a
somebody here,
significant other?
and he was on his way to his boyfriend.
Rachel and Latea.
And
So where did you guys hear?
And at the end of the
In
day,
Harris.
that's his life. If maybe he has an open relationship, maybe he feel, that's on him.
Did Ryan tell any of you?
I was just.
He didn't personally tell me, but I heard it like in the jury group when like Connor was saying, and then someone was like, he has a boyfriend. So I was like, damn, he has a boyfriend and he's doing that. So he never directly told me. So that's why I'm confused. Like, does he actually have a boyfriend?
Someone on his
I don't know.
Instagram
He
or
might be a
something?
cheater though.
That's what you
He look
think.
like he
This
might
is all a
cheat.
thought.
So
Or he
Who
could
else
be
had- who else had
cheating.
a thought?
That's why I
Who
hope the
else had an
boyfriend
opinion?
not watching, because he's not getting
he
no
look
dick
like he might be
tonight.
a cheater. Cause he just can't be upfront.
Ryan,
Because I mean, or no ass or whatever he into, he ain't getting it.
He might have a cheating spirit.
Ryan might not have nobody.
It might
Ryan,
be. Someone might have been talking about the other Ryan.
No, the other Ryan has a boyfriend. I know that, but
This is just.
Yeah.
Can we move
At the
on?
end of the day,
Yeah. Y'all, I didn't even know the other Ryan was
even
gay. Oh my
be
god.
friends with
Me
majority
either.
of
That's
people.
what I said now.
No, I didn't.
Well, all right.
Wow, this is.
I think to kind of put a pin in it. I mean, to
Amazon
wrap this up.
Mhm.
I think the bottom line is that the Ronner Showmance is not real. It is
never
dead.
real.
What you call it,
It is
Ronner?
ground.
No,
We're gonna
don't
bury
even
it
make
6
that.
feet
No,
under.
don't even make a name.
I love it.
The only person that I like had a crush on.
But there
in the
was a
game
Showmance
Matt.
that was real, and I want to talk about that one.
We have.
Bring it
That
out.
would be the Maris Showmance of Harris and Maddie.
Why it can't be Hattie?
Oh, I like Hattie.
Yeah,
I like Hattie
Maddie
better.
Look at Maddie looking good. Look at how smiling. Try not to smile. But we're
So
Harris.
I'm gonna give Maddie and Harris the floor because I have to say we haven't really seen showmances in this game. I've seen one before. I've seen Billy and Christy. They were showmance, but you guys would have lots of late night calls with each other.
Late
night
calls.
Late night calls.
Oh,
And nobody really
Okay,
knew about
Katie.
it. The only people that I think ever found out about it while the game was still going on was obviously like the end game people, and then Edgar found out about it on his way out. So I want to give you two the floor to talk about the showmance situation.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'll
I'll
do the talking. I think our internet's bad, so I'll do it.
Oh, look at him
Okay.
trying to be chivalrous.
Taking initiative.
Leadership. This is gonna get you a train here. I like
I don't even know
it.
where to begin. Oh my god! So I'm just gonna
At
start
the
this off by saying,
beginning. At the beginning.
This ain't no Ryan W.
Start from
Connor
the
situation. Like, I think we're both
Wing.
single. We don't like cheating, so like yeah, like we don't fuck with that. Basically, I reached out to her initially. Obviously, I knew she was like really pretty, but like I didn't think like
And she
it would
is.
lead to
Betty is
anything
so pretty.
especially because my meet me was fake as fuck. Like my meet me was not me at all. So I didn't think like she would vibe with me initially. So I was like, I didn't think it would lead to anything. I just wanted her to be like a potential final two. And luckily for me, like I had a lot of final two options. I had Edgar, Justin, obviously Maddie, and then even Richie actually was a final two option for me. But after I talked to Maddie for the first time, I knew it was like a wrap. Like I knew I wanted to take her final two, and the more and more I talked to her, oh my god.
Oh, he's
Not the voice shaking.
And
Harris,
I remember.
Oh my god!
I remember very early on in this game when Desiree was still here. You had probably the only personal call with her that she had the whole game, where she was giving you advice on how to approach Maddie.
I told Maddie about that. But that was me talking to Desiree, just trying to like find like some common ground about something that like would be like interesting. And she was just talking about like the dating world, and I was like, cool, let me get some advice here.
Maddie over there hiding behind the blanket, face turned red.
Harris is hiding too.
So it looks. I don't know if Maddie's quite ready.
Bring it out.
To say
I
how
want to
she
see his
feels.
face.
So why don't I say how she feels for her?
Oh hell no! What is this?
She said no.
Maddie's
this is her exit. Okay, this isn't too bad.
Harris was eliminated from the game.
This is Maddie's love video.
All the best in the future.
I tried to film this like 6 times now.
And I can't do
Oh,
without
she's crying.
I genuinely thought you were gonna be okay. I had no idea that Ryan was gonna send you home. There was nothing I could have done because Terrell, Millie, and Jenna all raised their hands for you. Jenna wasn't gonna raise her hand for Millie. It was just gonna be me and you voting for Millie. We weren't gonna be able to get her calls. That was not the plan tonight, and my connection with you was real, and I hope you don't think that I betrayed you. And I hope you still want to talk to me after this. And I know there's only a few days left of the game, but I am gonna miss talking to you every night, and I want to do it
Oh
without
my
you.
god.
And now I have to play contextual all by myself, and you know I'm gonna suck at it without you. So,
Oh, this is a lot.
You were crying. You were
He was
sobbing.
really crying. Oh my god.
Maddie.
Maddie.
So can we come to the wedding?
Maddie, explain this. What's going on?
I
Are
love
you in
this.
love?
Maddie.
It seems like they're both in love.
Yeah. They are. He touching his heart. She had it.
Harris.
Definitely want to like correct
Get off my
ass.
Maddie,
You need to listen to Computer
Oh my
Love.
God.
Computer Love, I want to love you, baby. Yeah, that's what y'all need to go listen to.
Hold on. Yeah. So Maddie, that night where Harris went home, you had to raise your hand for him to go into the bottom, unknowing what Ryan's intention was. How heartbreaking was it to see him go home?
it was very sad. I felt very emotional. After that, I cried in a few of these goodbye videos. Yeah, I was not happy about it. But it made sense for Ryan's game, so I couldn't be mad at Ryan about it. But yeah, I was very upset. But I was out the next night, so it really wasn't that big of a deal.
So Harris slides in your DMs and you guys start talking. At first, your number one was Justin, and you wanted to rock with him.
You're welcome for this romance.
And from the very beginning, Maddie, you had said that you want to work with Justin strategically because you feel like strategically you guys would mesh the best together. But your heart was kind of leaning you more towards Harris because you guys had closer relationship, closer personal bond. And that just grew and grew and grew until y'all became whatever this is. So can you tell me what this is from your perspective?
Girl, you in love.
You ever had a dream that you just
Distant lover,
Great
a
friend.
million miles away.
So you guys are great
lover.
friends.
That girl hit that boost.
Yes, very good friends.
The best of friends.
We're besties.
I really wish y'all the
have to go to
best.
Toronto though, because Harris is by me. So y'all are doing some reuniting because I need to see this live.
Y'all,
I actually believe that you both said that if you won the prize money, that you would use it to link with each other after the season was over. So I'm curious, how genuine was that when you guys said that?
Yo, I was. Let me say, I was 100%.
Harris was dead ass.
Yo,
Harris was so dead ass.
The final two, and I was like, girl, because okay, so Maddie was actually the first one to actually be open, I like you, and then I was like, what the fuck, I like you too, and
It was
then
the first. I thought it was you.
No.
man.
I
go out like
didn't
that.
want to come off as like a Ryan A. I didn't want to. I wanted to slow
Oh yeah,
play
Ryan
this.
A. He really had this with Connor.
Boom!
Yeah.
It's so many
That's messed up because I didn't even think we could have relationships in the background. That's so messed
Even
up.
the DR will tell you, I called it a flirtmance at first, and then it evolved into a showmance, I think. But she told me she liked me, and I told her I liked her, and then I was like, yo, that puts so much more pressure on us because if we're gonna use this prize money, we have to win. Obviously, we didn't win, so it is what it is. But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Even after this show,
y'all still gonna see each other.
Y'all still making the same
Yeah,
thing.
you guys can still see each
even
each other.
after this show, y'all
that don't
please
make-
say, because y'all so cute and y'all really, really like each other. So
Yeah, I want to see
show,
the
please,
How about
please
how
say.
about you? How about you, Maddie? Would you have used the money to go see Harris?
Yeah, I mean, like, I really want to go to Canada. Latea's there, Harris is there, Rachel's there, Chantel's there. I think it would be a great time.
Maddie,
I'm sure it would be a great time.
Maddie is not serious.
So, just to put it on the record, what is the future of Hattie?
I don't know. Y'all ask her. I don't know. Y'all ask her.
I see some little brown eggs forming and stuff.
I see some little Hattie babies.
All right.
I'm in Texas, so I don't know. Harris, I love talking.
Girl, you want that Canadian bacon? You better get across that border.
No, I don't know. I'm so embarrassed.
I'm sorry, girl.
Let me see.
Have
Okay,
fun.
you in Texas. Let me look up these flights. Let me see how much they is.
Not flights.
What? Let me see. Expedia.com.
Oh, does Edgar have his hand raised?
Everyone is free to
Oh, yeah.
pitch in for their plane tickets. You know, there's always donations available.
Who we send it to?
Oh shit! Did my phone die? Let me charge that up and see if because we might be getting shit. Hold on.
The Houston to Toronto.
Maddie, where were those tears when you had to vote me 4 weeks in a row?
Oh no, my goodbye video for Justin was like, ha!
You ain't giving what Harris giving, baby.
Yeah, Justin, you didn't give what Harris is
It's not get what it's supposed to give, honey. I'm sorry.
It's all jokes. It's all.
No.
Well, Maddie and Harris were not the only relationship that could have budded in the I Love Money manner. Very early on in this game, there was another person that had a crush.
What?
It's only
Then the
270.
doctor.
Oh my god.
I see
Dr.
Dr. Lou
Lou.
turned off his camera. Dr. Lou, very early on in this game, you and
Richie.
Talk to me about Richie.
It was very fake. I just wanted to buy everybody so I could get on good standing with everybody. It was a lie. Made up lie. Sorry. Nothing there.
Dr. Lou, please the fuck out today.
So, Richie, in the beginning of this game, you and Dr. Lou went head to head immediately. Allegedly, and I can confirm this, you guys had a call where Dr. Lou said you
Hold
were...
on 1 second.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Sorry about that. All right, continue.
Where Dr. Lou called you feminine, with a negative connotation. This was actually what led to Dr. Lou being targeted those next 3 eliminations. And then you found out through the grapevine that he actually had a crush on you. What was your reaction to hearing of the doctor royalty possibility?
Respectfully, like I will say Dr. Lou and I talked after the game was over, and I feel like we are on good terms right now, unless I am delusional. But I was not really into him whatsoever, honestly. Like, like no, like all respect, like all know, like I like my married men, so like yeah, wasn't really too interested. I mean, do you have a fat wallet?
Dr. Lou, do you have a rebuttal? Ooh.
Please. Okay, I'm slightly turned on.
Wow.
Well, Dr. Lou, do you got anything to say, or is that his I Love Money check? Well, I avoided it, so I hope not. Okay, well, I guess that's pretty much
Did you
it.
pull out a checkbook? What was that?
It was his I Love Money check.
Oh, got it.
So you and Richie are on good terms, is what I'm hearing.
I don't know. Ask Richie.
I mean, I feel like
told
we
me-
are, honestly. Like, we chatted afterwards, and I feel like it was all's good. So
Did
as long
we?
as he's good with me, then I'm good with him.
Did we, Richie? Did we?
I feel like we did.
We're on good terms, I guess, then.
Dr. Lou, what is that about?
Sound.
I gotta ask you, Dr. Lou, what is that about? Because you do a lot of fake outs with people where like you'll
I'm an
look like you're
actor.
about to get in it with them, and then you're like, nah, never mind. What is that?
I'm an actor. I can't help it. I am who I am.
Well, you also got into it with Miss Millie. I played this clip at the end of the episode during the episode 4 challenge, but I think we need to come back to it because this was wild. So I'm gonna play this audio clip for us now.
Now, if y'all want to see what.
Okay, so you sent 3 audio clips into the chat following Millie saying,
Oh wow.
Saying that she wanted you to go home. So let's take a listen.
Why do I keep calling production?
Yeah, is it this one? There you go.
Million, whatever your name is. I think I was very clear when I said, if you snake me, I will snake you. I don't have to hide behind nobody, but your little ugly ass, you will be next. Keep it up.
You guys then got into an argument in the main chat. So firstly, Millicent, to set the record straight, was that intentional? When you sent the not so anonymous message?
It was intentional.
Was it?
It was.
But after that, I didn't say anything else. I didn't say anything else because I was like, let me just see how this could go over. You know,
Oh, you planned that, Millie, to put that in there?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I couldn't say, oh my God, y'all didn't mean to do that. That's why I didn't do any more messages. But I was like, let me just go and pop it in here so they'll know. It won't be no misunderstanding who sent it, how they feel. You gotta go. I was just sending them home.
Girl, you didn't even tell me that.
You didn't tell us that.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah. But it was just jokes. He
now
said
it's
he was
Team
playing.
Millie. I was
But
Team
he said
Millie.
he
I
was
was Team
playing. He
Millie.
said he was joking. So I was like, well, I'll just do a little joke. Right?
Oh, you
That's
was
what you
not
said.
joking. I
But
take
no,
it back.
you
You
said
was not joking.
You said you were joking. So I said, well, I'll just do a little joke. Everybody
I'm
thought it was
joking.
hilarious, right?
It was.
Okay. That's it,
Let's
Dylan.
move on.
Well, all right.
I know we saying now. If I didn't then, I know now.
We don't
the last thing I want to do with the last thing that I want to do with the pre-jury before I get to our jurors, because there's still some juror conflict that we got to get to. That Battleback, y'all voted for Sador to get back into the game when she was not there, and I have to say, I was. This is no offense to Sador. I was shocked. I think Sador was even shocked when she found out she was voted back in. So Jordan had beasted out that entire pre-jury Battleback. He had won all those challenges. And then when it came down to the jury vote, he got a vote from Richie, and then Dr. Lou and Ryan A, you both decided to send Sador back in. Why did you guys choose Sador over Jordan?
Yeah, I'll go first. I was in alliance. Well, in a pre-jury, I was in alliance with Jordan, and I promised Jordan, I promised Sador something if I got back in, if I won, this, this. And that's why I voted for Sador, because I know I couldn't vote Jordan because I'm faithful, I'm loyal, and when I say I'm with you, I'm with you. That's my take. That's why I voted for Sador.
What about you, Ryan?
I voted Sador because I saw that she was an individual person. She was going to make her own decisions in the game. And I know she already had misconceptions of her prior, just like me. It's been so many misconceptions. So I was like, let me just give her a chance to, be in the game.
So, and then Richie, you voted for Jordan. So why did you vote for Jordan?
I voted for Jordan because I feel like he beasted that Battleback, honestly. Like, no offense to Sador, I have nothing but love for her, but I feel like Jordan really fought his way to come back into the game, and I really feel like that it was honestly deserved for him, and I feel like he had a lot of unfinished business that he had to resolve in the house, so that is why I chose him.
Jordan, you were very surprised when you did not get voted back in. Do Do you feel any of it was personal that they did not vote you back in?
I feel like in the moment it was a little personal. Just I feel like they're taking their frustrations out that they didn't get to the top, and I took them out. So I feel like some of it was personal. Um, but at the same time, I didn't put the time into the pre-jury like Dr. Lou did. He made the connections. He was there. He was genuine. So I feel like, and Sador was there from day one. I did have a lot, like Richie said, unfinished business I wanted to get. So I was kind of disappointed when I didn't get put in because I had plans. But I had fun. So that was, but I was a little upset.
You did good, Jordan. You're
thank
giving
you.
Christmas. I feel like you might very well be on this Christmas season coming up.
No.
Well, that wasn't the only betrayal that you had, Jordan. So I think we should get to what might have been one of the stronger alliances this season, and that was the Good Company. So I believe it was day 1 or day 2 of this game, there was an all-male alliance that was formed that was not sniffed out till midway through the season. That consisted of Edgar, Justin, Harris, and Jordan. And from the start, it seemed that you four had a chokehold on the game because each of you had your own pockets of trust. Harris had his trust with Maddie. Justin had his trust with Jenna. Jordan was getting in with the Richies and the Ryans, etc. So you guys really went fully undercover for the beginning of the game. But from the start, all 3 of you did not trust Jordan. You guys came into your diary rooms and each of you said, Jordan's going to go sooner, if not later. Why did you guys not trust Jordan from the beginning?
Can I talk first?
His hand up.
Okay. So anytime we would have a company call or whatever, he would always say, well, for me personally, he would always say, oh my God, Harris, you're playing the middle so well. Everybody likes you. Me personally, I didn't want anybody knowing that. So I was like, hey, Jordan gotta go. And then eventually he brought up Maddie's name in one of our calls. And I was like, yeah, this can't pop off. So I went back to Maddie and I was like, Maddie, Jordan's weary about you. And then yeah, that's how Jordan went home. I love you though, man. I really I cried, honestly.
Jordan, when you left, what was it? Was it Circle Night? We literally all got on a call and just cried.
Yeah, it was tough. That was a rough one because we thought Jenna was literally gonna save you. We're like, why the fuck did Jenna not save you?
I saved Rachel because Rachel would save you, and then Rachel saved Jenna, and I'm like, oh well, Jenna's definitely gonna save Jordan, and Jordan didn't get saved, and I'm like, no.
I also was confident Jenna's gonna save Jordan. That's why I picked Jenna.
Yeah, like we were confused. We didn't want you to go home that night. I wanted you to go eventually, but not that night. Well, yeah, that was tough.
I don't remember saying I wanted Jordan to go. I do remember saying that I thought he would be the first one out just because he was playing very weary and stuff. But I don't personally remember saying I want Jordan out.
No, you just said that he'd be the first one to go of your group. I will say that Edgar was deathly loyal to that alliance. I do want to get into that.
For what? For shit. Okay.
You'll see. But
honestly, I'm so fine being second to Maddie. It's not even funny. Like I'm so fine to it.
So I want to know I know that Edgar, you were deathly loyal to that alliance. You were willing to sacrifice your own game in favor of them. I want to know, Jordan, Harris, and Justin, how loyal were you guys to that alliance truly from the beginning?
I'll let them go first and I'll go last.
Jordan, you first.
I was 100%. I was in that alliance. I had the alliance. I was talking to Jenna, talking to Richie. Put my words in with Connor, and in the back of my head, I was like, everything that's said would go back to the Good Company, and that's exactly what I did. Whatever Jenna would tell me, sorry, Jenna, I'd go bring that back to the Good Company. So I was loyal 100% to that 4. When I started questioning it was when I was eliminated. So it was a little too late after that, but I was all for that alliance.
If you had came back in the game, would you have taken them out?
Absolutely.
I knew it. Me and Maddie were so scared of you coming back.
Jordan was the one that exposed y'all, by the way. It was anonymous messages.
Why
did you?
What?
why did like if you felt betrayed by them, then why did you come for me and Latea and Maddie once you left and not them?
I went after them as well.
Exactly. Like,
Like you called
damn.
us out as you left. You didn't even call them out.
You called them.
Oh, that's true. In the exit interview, he protected them.
Oh,
He sure
Maddie,
did.
Brian, Connor.
I'm
he
not
wasn't
gonna
ready.
lie. It felt like Jordan was trying to game the game with his exit interview because he was holding back. And I had questions and I was telling Keisha to ask them, but he was like not giving us the tea. I'm like, this is sus. Trying to
Right?
Very
Yeah, he was gaming the game. I see. Look at him smiling. That's an evil smirk. Oh, he's scary.
Yeah. Because I would come back and get my alliance. No, that's what I'm coming back. Like crazy, man.
Me with the company, I viewed it as like, for anybody who's watched Big Brother 12, I viewed it as like I was playing with like Lane, and I had my Brittany, which was obviously Maddie, and I had the group. But
you were gonna cut her at the end.
unlike Lane, I was always gonna take Maddie to the end and then cut them. But like I was loyal to them, don't get me wrong, but I was always trying to protect Maddie's back in that group, no matter what. And that's why when Jordan brought up Maddie's name, he brought up Latea's name in that conversation too, because they got 0 votes in the initial whatever that thing was
You
called.
brought up Latea's name as well, so it's not just us. You brought her up as well.
Oh yeah, I had to just to like throw some smoke off. I didn't want Latea gone.
Like you're saying, I'm bringing up all these names, but you brought up all these names as well. So
You brought them up because they had 0 votes. I never said that Maddie or Latea should go because they had 0 votes. I'm obviously gonna agree with you because I don't want to throw smoke into your face, but like I had to just to like throw you off the scent. But
to be fair, I have known the entire game how close Maddie and Harris were, so I knew no matter what, Harris would never target Maddie.
Yeah, I knew how close they were too.
My honest plan was to come in and target the good company. I wasn't going to target Maddie and I wasn't going to target Latea, but I needed everyone to think I was. And Jenna and Morgan were my go-tos if I were to get back in.
Damn, I would have been fucked because I was
Yeah,
deathly
word.
loyal to you, bro. Like
Word.
I was so loyal to you three that it was ridiculous. And it was to a point where even like I felt like production was trying to tip me off, like, bro, don't be loyal to them. They were asking me shady ass questions, and I was like, nah, those are my dudes.
Wow,
can I
those
just
two,
say-
Harris and Justin, wanted you out bad. They wanted you
Yeah.
out so bad.
Edgar, we
that's
wanted you
crazy.
out so badly because at one point you were doing stuff without.
Oh, I spiraled.
Like
when I spiraled. Yeah.
yeah,
We
you
had
made
that talk.
we
had
got
that talk.
played without telling me and Justin, and we were
In the
like,
same
yo,
day.
Justin,
Yeah, we
we're
had
like,
that talk.
What the fuck is this guy doing? Like, why is
Yeah,
he making
but
these
you
without
you
us?
and me had that talk. I didn't
Yeah.
have that talk with Justin until the day that I left.
Yeah,
Which was a great talk. I really loved
Yes,
that talk.
I agree.
But
yeah,
that's why we
Jordan,
were-
I was like deathly loyal, dude. Like, yeah, you would have gone for me, and I would have been shocked because I would have been like, damn, like,
Isn't that crazy that we literally said that Jordan would be the Matt of the group, and that's exactly what happened?
I called it from the beginning.
Biggest twist
Jordan,
of
I
this
love you.
entire game is that Harris watches Big Brother, because I explained so much Big Brother to Harris throughout this entire game.
Maddie did the same thing. Maddie did the
nah,
same
I knew he was capping. I knew he
I
was
gotta
capping.
tell
I was
you,
like, bro,
Harris-
man's from Toronto and doesn't watch BB Can, and he's playing this. I was like, bro, and the way he would talk in the game, I'm like, bro, this guy's not dumb. Like, I know he knows, but I'm just gonna play it. And when I saw his goodbye message to me, I was like, I fucking knew it. Like,
I gotta tell you,
but-
Harris had me really shocked in his first confessional because his interview was great. And then he did his video, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, why is he whispering like he's a teenager sneaking on his DS in the middle of the night? You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god. Not the DS.
But then he came in his diary room and he was just like, oh, I did that on purpose. And I was like, what? He said, yeah, I want everyone to think I'm dumb and I don't know what I'm doing. And then he proceeded to lay out the entire dynamics of his group and the other and the East Wingers too. I was very surprised, and I knew from that moment that he was going to be a threat in the game.
Let me just quickly say that I was loyal to that group until Edgar started making those alliances, and then Harris and I were like, we love him, but we can't continue with him in the game. And that's when I shifted my focus a little more to try to work with somebody like Rachel, who we were both labeled as intelligent in the beginning. So we're like, well, we know that we're both threats, so we need to kind of stick together. And then I further solidified things with Jenna, even though Jenna thought that I was her ride or die at the beginning. I wasn't, but I was at the end. Love you, Jenna.
Do the same thing.
That was it.
I do want to give Rachel a chance to talk now that you brought her up, because I know she's been patiently waiting. Rachel, you were targeted from the very beginning of this game, like episode 1, when you were named a traitor alongside Morgan and Richie, and you outsmarted everybody. Then when we did the saboteur challenge, you cleaned house and won that challenge immediately, and you became the saboteur. So walk us through what you had to do as the saboteur and what it was like being the Isle of Money saboteur.
Yeah, okay, warning, my laptop may die, and if it does, I need to move to my phone, but I might cut out. But anyway, so the saboteur, the first option I got was if I wanted to have like immediate control, like my immediate reward, or if I wanted to complete a task and extend it. And so I chose to complete a task and extend it. So that what that was is that initial punishment with the 5 people, both Ryan's, Jenna, who else was in there? Desiree
and Katya.
I think, yeah. So I didn't choose those people. Those were randomly generated, and my task was to write the things. But I tried to keep it as like game related as possible so that no one would like sniff it out. So like Katya and Desiree, they both came in the bottom or something for a challenge, so that was it. The 2 Ryans, I don't know. I was trying to keep it clue themed, like, you know, Murder Manor. So like, I don't know, it was an easy, like, oh, they're getting confused. And then Jenna, you were so nice and everything in the game, and there you didn't come in last or anything. And then like I again with the clue, I just went with Miss Peacock, and I like that. I feel like that got taken so out of context of what I was going for. And then people were putting it on Latea, and I'm like, I was not like that did not even cross my mind. All I did was like Mrs. Peacock, and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
I'm
Jenna
like,
was not living for that comment.
No, I feel so bad. I didn't like mean it.
Jenna, that was one of the moments where Jenna was at her bottom and was like, I remember, Jenna, you were ready to go after that.
She was mad.
Yeah, she was. She was,
she was not happy, Rachel.
I did not think
and
that.
then she thought it was me, and then my goodbye message is like, "Let's say I love you, but I definitely thought you're a saboteur." I'm like, I wasn't. I couldn't spell it. Like, what the?
Yeah, that was Rachel.
I did not think that would go over like that. Like, it was strictly like just clue care. Like, I had nothing. Like, I don't know. I'm so sorry that you took it that way, because that was not even remotely my intention at all.
Miss Peacock's an icon, I thought, from the original. Yeah, I thought it was a compliment.
Well, how do you guys feel now knowing that when Rachel was the saboteur, she had no control over who went down on the bottom? Because when you both got picked, specifically Ryan W. and Jenna, that was a low for both of you. You both felt like you were, you know, hated by the house. So either one of you.
I just felt like I was being really nice and genuine to everybody, and I just didn't understand why somebody was coming for me like that, and with such a mean comment, because then I had to watch the movie Clue, and then I saw Mrs. Peacock, and I was like, okay, another old joke, another old and frumpy joke. Like, it just...
I have never seen that movie at all. Like, that was not...
I love that movie. It's my favorite.
But I mean, would you want to be compared to her?
Oh man, I just looked her up.
Yeah.
I only know her from like the classic board game, like just like her. She wears blue. That was the only thing.
You need to watch the movie. It's good.
Yeah. So yeah, like I would not have chosen to put you in the bottom, Jenna, or Ryan W. I said that when I initially chose that. I said, I think, because I said I'm not at that point I wasn't directly working with any of the people that were in the bottom, so that worked out. But I'm like, I wouldn't have put Jenna or Ryan W. down there.
Who would you have done?
Honestly, I think they asked, and I don't even know who I would have instead. Because at that point I was I was still in like recovery mode because everyone was after me. So I don't even know, but I didn't want to do like obvious targets or people that were coming after me, because then it would kind of be obvious. So I honestly have no idea. I'm very glad.
Did you ever think about like doing yourself? Did you ever think about putting yourself down there?
No, because I didn't really have to think about because like they immediately said like they drew the name, so I didn't really have to like
Oh
give
yeah, true, true,
anything
true, true.
beforehand. So I honestly like I didn't know.
So you extended and you tried to call a house meeting. The first time you didn't pass, so you had to redo it. So
That was
how
with me,
was it? So
right?
what was the meeting and how did you get it to happen?
Initially in our one group chat with the 7 people, I like kind of brought it in and Connor picked it up right away. He was like, oh my god, yeah, that would be fun, let's hold a group meeting. I'm like, okay, yeah, like I'll be in to support you, blah blah blah. And then like I had to get it by that episode, and then it was Sunday, and I'm like, I just kind of casually kept bringing it up, and then
oh, you did the Magnificent Seven. You did say, "Oh, how about that meeting, Connor?" I remember
Yeah,
that.
she kept. See, like I even like.
I didn't.
Thought
I
to myself, I was like, why
remember.
does Rachel want me to call a meeting so bad? Like,
Yeah,
why
she really
bring this up?
did. She did.
Yeah, so that was that reason. And that did not work because like I think literally only like Jordan and maybe one other person joined. They're like, that
Yeah, it
doesn't
was
work
literally
at all.
just Jordan and I don't even know who else. It was us three. It was us two, Jordan, and like production.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like, we'll extend it because it was like they told me like right when the episode was starting. It's like that doesn't count, so you can have till next time. And then that was the episode. The whole thing with Jordan and Latea and Maddie blew up, and then me, Justin, and Jordan hopped on a call after, and I was like, that was actually a perfect time. That worked great in my favor. And it's like, well, what do you like if it's a rumor, like I think we should clear it up. What do you think your best plan of action? Like, do you think we should just like hold a house meeting or something, like to clear it out, get everyone in the open? And then Justin was like, well, everyone's online right now still, so I think we should do it now. And we jumped.
I was like, yeah, call the meeting.
And I'm like, okay, say less. So that really, and then so that whole time I'm like, perfect. So that is what I got my reward for an extra vote that I did not use.
So after doing all of this, Rachel, in my opinion, made a power move that if there was not Circle Night, I think it really would have worked to her benefit when she pinned the anonymous messages on Millie. And when she did that, at the time, everyone viewed Millie, Terrell, and Rachel as a 3. And they had an alliance with, she had an alliance with Connor, Latea. Ryan was kind of part of it, but not 100% in it at that time. And she was like, I'm going to differentiate myself. I think we should put Millie in the bottom and try to get her out. And then that plan worked. But
that's where all the votes for Millie came from, was from Rachel.
Came from Rachel. So Millie, how blindsided were you by that near unanimous vote to put you in the bottom that night?
I was extremely blindsided. Like I have said before, like we talked, we had a phone call before.
Like before.
Like literally. Connor was like, I gotta go get ready. Latea was like, I gotta do this. And Rose was like, yeah, this sounds good. Terrell, we all talked. We had a conversation.
Yeah, because we had to get off.
And they went on a call right after that, by the way.
We had to get off your call to call another group to discuss getting you out.
Which I gotta give Connor credit. Connor was added to like 1,000 alliances. Not even that. So there was. Let's go through the family tree, is what I call it. So you had Latea and Ryan, who were brother and sister from the beginning. Mm-hmm. Then you had I don't remember what you guys called yourself, but you had Connor and Latea were 2. Then Connor and Latea, you guys had a 3 with. I think you had a 3 with Maddie, or
they were in like 2 with me.
Yeah, and then there was Millie, Connor, Latea, and Terrell. Then that turned into Millie, Rachel. Connor, Latea, Terrell, and Rachel.
No, Rachel.
Rachel was in the first.
Rachel was in the originals for 5. Yep.
Then that extended to have Maddie and Ryan in there.
Yeah.
And from that, it turned into Connor, Latea, Ryan, and Maddie. And then from there, Harris got
Harris. Added. Look at him. Look at that man.
We had Harris.
And so it was like
that was crazy.
And then we had the one with Jenna and Morgan too.
And then Jenna and Morgan happened.
Oh, you had a Jenna and Morgan one?
Yeah, they only had it.
It was me, Maddie, Ryan.
Voted at the first night after these.
And that was when the plan was hatched to boot out Rachel. And that was hatched up by Connor and Latea. So why did you guys choose to turn on Rachel?
Well,
and Ryan had influence in it too. Too.
So my thing with that was like she came up with the plan to get Millie out for Circle Night, and then like we all voted, and then Rachel like she voted and she was like, I know it's Circle Night, so that's why I'm voting for you, Millie. Like I know you're gonna be fine, blah blah blah. And I was like, Rachel is like so good at this game, and then she immediately got right back in with Millie and Terrell, and I'm just like,
And then
She
for
sure
me,
did. She did.
basically for me, I just felt like Rachel was like secretly after me. I don't know. Like after the Traders game, I knew she was smart, but then I don't know,
Yeah.
later on in the game, I was like, I don't know. I feel like she could be secretly after me. And then I spot her connection with Terrell and Millie too. And then they seem like a
Yeah.
good trio. So I was like, yeah. And
I
then
knew
after
you
later
three.
on, and you were after me. So I was like, okay, well,
I
I guess
knew
my
you
suspicions
three,
were
Millie, Rachel, and Terrell were like, I knew you three were so close from the
you
start,
guys
and
are like really close.
We
and then
didn't
Rachel
have a
like was able.
a 3-person alliance. Like the
They
No.
never did.
the
Yeah,
only
we
talk we
didn't.
did was with that, like your guys' alliance.
With
Well,
that
and Connor's, like,
alliance, that was
But the
it.
thing was, it was like it was always to me. I felt like it would always be us three at some point because we just talked to the 5. We didn't
Yeah.
just meet Terrell and Rachel. We did not have that. And why did we
Okay.
have that? We should
But I
have-
felt like that's what was gonna happen eventually because I was telling Connor too. I was like, they look really close, and then I feel like we're just kind of added as numbers, and eventually they might just end up picking
And
us
then
up.
once I noticed that after Circle Night, Rachel was able to get like right back in with Millie and Terrell, I was like, okay, she's like dangerous. And Rachel would always stay quiet during like the episodes and like let other people like take control and talk. And like her and Justin both did that. And that's why I was like, they're like probably the 2 smartest people in this game. And like,
And I have to say that that Rachel's elimination was really around where I saw Ryan as a contender to win, because I viewed Connor and Latea as being the powerhouses in the game, where you guys had the influence and you guys had the social capital to make moves happen. And Ryan, at that time, knew that you guys wanted Edgar and Millie out, and he did not want that. He wanted to
he's
keep
the
those
reason
people in the
that
game.
Edgar stayed like he's the reason we didn't go after Edgar first out of everyone.
Yeah, he convinced us twice. I was like, oh my god.
Because the 3 of us
he
had
wanted
it
Rachel
all.
to go.
We wanted Edgar to be like next, and Ryan was like, I think we can use him.
We
which
can use
obviously
it.
couldn't.
And he wanted Rachel out because he felt like Rachel had a better chance at getting closer to you guys and getting closer to Millie and Terrell. So that was like one of those moments where I was like, Ryan's like low key, like not in complete control, but having a little bit of influence.
Yeah.
And that's another
Ryan definitely
reason
had a
why.
more of influence than people thought he did at
Yeah,
first. Like it
because
wasn't
he
just
made
me
me
like
trust Edgar twice. I was like, this man is after me, but I was like,
we
you know
kept
what? I
mentioning
trust Ryan.
we kept mentioning Edgar as next to go so many times, and he just was
Oh
never
my
the next to go.
god.
Also,
Ryan,
Latea.
can you speak on that? Oh, and then Rachel, Rachel go.
Me now.
Up to Ryan. Who should
I can only see. I can't see anything.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll just quick.
You know, I've been blowing up this guy since last Thursday. I want to.
Oh my God, Sharana.
What did Sharonica say? She was blowing up a what?
She said she was a guy or something. I don't know. Go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to get Rachel out for a while, just like I wanted to get Justin out for a while. And I was really just, for a while, I sort of felt like I was just going with what Latea and Connor wanted. And that was really, I was pushing for Rachel out for a few rounds because I wanted to work with you, Rachel. But then I feel like every time I messaged you, it just sort of like didn't go anywhere. And I wish it did, but I don't know. I was just excited to be able to get you out. And I did really want to work with Edgar. I don't know why.
Honestly, Rachel's elimination did make me really sad, but I knew it needed to happen.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a few things. So Latea, I was not coming after you at all until Circle Night, when it was before the safety chain, but when we were all going through, you know, like eliminating one by one, and there was still like Edgar and Harris and like a bunch of other people in, and you said my name over any of them, and then I'm like, oh, there's a million other options like this alliance. I'm like, okay, that was when I started thinking, I'm like, okay, that she is targeting me. So I didn't start targeting you until after that moment. So, and it was, yeah, that was that reason. And yeah, Ryan, I was out of the 4 of you guys. So Connor, Latea, Ryan, Maddie. Latea, after Circle Night is when everything changed, and we were targeting, well, I personally wanted Latea and Connor out more than Ryan and Maddie.
Yeah, and
I was
sensed that.
closer to them before, and then it was
Yeah.
like everything switched, so that was the reasoning. So yeah, Ryan, you were not on the top of my radar there either.
And we like kind of had a feeling too, and that's why we were like, no.
I do have a clip to show. So Rachel, you got voted into the bottom, and Maddie was the paymaster, and it seemed all was done for you. So
Oh yes, I want to see this. I want to see this.
Let's take a look. So this is during the power outing, where Jenna revealed why she was so close to wanting to leave the game. So let's take a look.
I would be after, since I really don't have any gameplay, and she's thrown my name out multiple times.
Okay. I would love to ask a question.
Please, Jenna. I would love some input.
Rachel, why did you vote for me yesterday? Like, that was one of the big deciding factors on why I wanted to quit, because I just felt that we had created, even though we don't really talk about game that much, I thought that we had created a relationship. So I wasn't sure.
I had no idea that's oh my god. It was like for the dead last.
It was yesterday. Like there was all kinds of people left, and then you picked me like to go, and I didn't understand it.
It wasn't to go, like for the cost or for the lip sync.
Maybe it might have been the lip sync.
Because that's what my vote for you was, for the lip sync, and that was strictly because I didn't want to choose someone on my team. And honestly, it was between you two, if I'm being honest, like Edgar and Jenna, because I honestly think like out of your teams, like you guys obviously both did great, but it was because you like I don't know, just didn't have like any props like some of the other people in your team did, and just were like standing in spot. Like it was 100% based off of just I was absolutely nothing personal. Like some people were bringing personal into the game, even though, or into that vote, even though it was not, because it was based off of lip sync. So yeah, I'm very sad that was one of the factors, because that didn't.
Okay, I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
and I will like to say one thing to Jenna. Thank you for not quitting.
So after you had hopped off cam for a little bit, you got a little emotional. So were you surprised when Jenna had said that basically she wanted to leave because you voted for her?
Yes, I was honestly shocked. I had like no hard, like that was, again, like I said in that clip, it was all based off of the lip sync, and like Latea and Justin carried their lip sync. I think everyone can agree with that. Not like they did bad, but Latea and Justin went all out in that. So it was between literally Edgar and Jenna, and at the time I had an alliance with Edgar, so it had to be Jenna. That was like the reason. Just don't want to say that at that time. However, it was not to go out, it was to be dead last. And she didn't even end up dead last anyway. It was absolutely not a vote to go out, and I was very shocked because I never want to make someone feel like that.
You? No, you're not.
I just said that to sway Maddie.
I was gonna ask you, Jenna, if that was strategy.
100%.
Yeah. So
I just wanted to put the target on Rachel.
So when I tell y'all that Jenna really did have a hand in almost every elimination this season, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Jenna, you just really had a way of, I don't want to use the word manipulate, but like
I would say so now. Manipulate.
Yeah, I would
say manipulate.
Emotion, like I think emotions can actually be more dangerous than any type of strategy, any type of words that you can use. And Jenna was a genius at using emotions to her advantage. And I think that's one of those moments that shows it. So it seems that everything was lost for you, Rachel, and that you were going home. But then Maddie brought you in for the one-on-one. And you were proposed the deal. So let's take a look at that.
Oh, no.
Oh, hold on. See if I can get it.
Oh my god, I gotta see this.
How's it gonna look?
Your name has never gone out. I know that's probably not my smartest thing to say, but whatever. But yeah, your name has not come out of my mouth.
So leading up to this, Maddie had asked Rachel if she had said her name because she had heard that Rachel was trying to get Maddie out.
Okay. I'll save you if you don't come for me or Latea.
Will Latea not come for me?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe. I can't promise that. Sorry. I know that's gonna ruin my name. Whatever. I'd rather go out honest.
Damn. Are you serious?
Okay. This is
Like I
hard.
said, no hard feelings at all. Like honestly, I really like this person.
I like you too.
All right, Rachel, you can head on back and await the date. What you thinking?
I'm like, I literally have no idea what to do. But those last 10 seconds might have just done it in, because she said, no, I won't target you. But I said, what about Latea? And she said, I can't promise that. And Latea has my heart. Like, I want to protect her in this game. So like, I just don't know who's going to target us more, Rachel or Edgar. And I know you guys can't confirm for me.
Listen to your heart.
Well, listen, the good news is that you have to lock a name in, but if you win and you change your mind, you can always change your mind.
Oh my gosh, I have another challenge to do.
Yeah, you got to beat the comp beast.
So, as you can see from her interview, her mind was not made up. And had you just agreed to that deal, whether it was true or false, she really was going to keep you. So, how is it seeing that now that the game is over?
I mean, obviously, I knew at that time it was not my best move. But also at that time, it was 3 weeks, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's taking up so much of my time. So I was kind of going out a bit. But yeah, like, how can I promise Latea safety when she's outwardly one of the main people targeting me? So unless I had safety guaranteed from Latea, I was not going to take that deal. If I had safety guaranteed from Latea, I would have absolutely kept true to that too, and not have targeted her. But yeah, I don't know. Without having that safety, I couldn't. And I don't like to lie. I know everyone, after the first traders comp, it's like, oh, she's a good liar. I'm really, really not a good liar. And I just don't like to lie. So I'd rather go out honest. And I was kind of a bit over it at that point.
And then Maddie, why were you considering keeping Rachel, even though your alliance had agreed to take out Rachel over Edgar?
Because I really like Rachel, and I like her facial expressions when we're on the line. And I just didn't want to cut her. And also, she was crying, and I felt really bad. But yeah, I did it.
When I saw she was crying, I felt so bad.
I was gonna say, is anyone in her alliance, in Maddie's alliance, shocked that she almost kept Rachel?
No, because Maddie told me that she kept Rachel.
I wasn't shocked because I actually do like Rachel, So even though, I guess we're after each other, but I actually like her. So
yeah, and we did discuss getting Edgar out too. It wasn't like we discussed Rachel and Edgar, and Maddie told me that she almost kept Rachel until Rachel said that she wouldn't promise to come after Latea, to not come after Latea. So Maddie was honest.
And I'm for my Canadians too, so it's it did feel a way. It's oh, now there's one Canadian out of the game. But sorry.
If Rachel had stayed in the game, would you have upheld that deal, Latea, and would you have fixed your relationship with her?
I feel because you never know with the game, you know what I mean? So I feel even though I felt like she was after me, I think there was a time when I did reach out to her, and I feel like we could have mended it. I wanted to work with Rachel because it's we're both Canadians. I felt but I just felt like she was after me. So I was yeah,
That was,
but
So after I voted you the night before to go down into the bottom because Maddie was in the paymaster, and I sent this huge paragraph saying blah, 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 and at the end I'm like, oh, congrats, whatever. And you just responded one sentence, and it had nothing to do with me saying why you're voting. So I'm like, oh gosh, she absolutely hates me and wants me out. So that was also, I'm like, okay, she is coming after me 100%.
Yeah, because then now I'm like, she voted me to the bottom. So I'm like, can I really trust her? I wanted to, but I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
like, I
honestly,
didn't let her.
that's
But I
what
was
did
like,
it in ultimately because Sataya and I were like,
I hate
because
it
You were
though.
safe. Maddie was the paymaster.
yeah, and then because she voted me in over Harris too, like when we were voting between the two of us to go in the bottom, and I was like, okay, like
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally get it.
Like I felt
Well,
like took up potential, but still, like I hated it.
I will say this is that and to put a pin in it and then get the next thing is I do think you guys would have been strong if you stuck together. I actually think had all of you, including Millie and Terrell, stuck together, you guys could have swept the whole season. You guys could have easily, because there was points where Connor and Latea, you guys weren't trusting Ryan because you guys had a feeling Ryan was going to play his own game. You guys clocked it. And you were right. And Ryan played his own game, and that's why he got to the one. And that's why Jenna was able to control y'all the way that she did. So I still want to get to Richie and Edgar, but since I'm bringing up Ryan and Jenna, I do know that Jenna has felt some type of way about something, and there's been a little bit of a debate between who was responsible for the Harris blindside. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up the 5-minute one-on-one.
I can't wait to see this.
Between Ryan and Jenna.
Oh yes, let's do it.
So this is following the power outing at the final 6. Let's take a look.
I feel sick.
I know. I'm just thinking because he is right that I'm not going to beat Harris or Maddie, but I don't want to take them out.
Listen.
Here.
Is this going to stay between me and you?
Yeah. Of course.
Closer with Maddie, I would think that you would take out. You know what I mean?
If what? If I was closer with Maddie.
So right now Maddie has her people, right? But the best way to get somebody closer to you is by removing some of their people. That's why I was trying to get rid of Justin's other people, because I wanted him just to be loyal to me. You don't want to get in a situation where Maddie has to choose between you and Harris. So I would remove him from the situation. But that's just me. I mean, Terrell is a big threat. And maybe you'll get rid of me. I don't know. But I just feel like there's good reasons for both. But I like, if I want somebody to just be loyal to me, then I go after their people. That's why I wanted Harris out. That's why I wanted Edgar out, because I wanted Justin to just be loyal to me. But that's just the effed up way I think, man.
No, I get
Damn,
it.
Jenna. Okay.
Wow.
Jenna.
I get it, Miss Jenna.
Jenna slayed.
I knew it.
Jenna
I told y'all.
slayed.
I told y'all
I'm
she had the
sorry,
bigger
y'all.
hand. I told y'all she had the bigger hand.
That's the long and short of the combo. So this is what I will say is that
Well, kudos to
Ryan
Ryan for being
had
better.
discussed. So when Ryan was doing his interview, he had no idea that Harris would be the one in the bottom. That was, I know I'm blurry right now, but whatever. So that was not even a possibility in his mind at that point. So I can't 100% say that Ryan had it in his mind, but what Ryan was saying in his interviews after the fact was he initially began thinking about taking Harris out when Terrell had begun campaigning really hard. So what I think it was a mixture of Terrell's campaigning, Ryan seeing that Harris was a threat to win, and Jenna was really the one that locked it in by saying, well, you can eliminate a number, get out a big threat. So in my opinion, I feel like both of you can get credit for it. But as you can see, Jenna really did use those one-on-ones to lock in the targets that she wanted out. So
She was good at it.
Yeah, I don't know if Jenna, if you wanted to say anything, because I know you wanted us to bring this up tonight.
I'm just glad that it was shown. I'm just glad that it was shown, because really I couldn't remember what all was said, and I was like, Ryan is taking like full credit for this move, as he did for several of my moves, And I really felt that was all me. So,
And Jenna, I must say, I knew it was all you. I knew it, but I just wish you fought more in your final 2 speech about it. Because when you brought it up, Ryan was like, no, it was all me. And then you kind of like shut down about it. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe I thought wrong about it. And then like Ryan like ate those speeches, so I had to vote for him. Maddie and I were pushing the fuck for you in that jury house. I'm not gonna lie,
They
because I knew
were.
you played the best game. I knew you played the best game.
And
definitely.
Morgan.
I was like,
couldn't vote for you after
absolutely
those speeches.
not.
Morgan too.
Yeah, and Morgan.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Morgan.
Ryan,
Morgan
what's
was
your
the first. Morgan was the first. She's like, I'm voting Jenna. Like she was like for you, like
She
110%.
kept saying Jenna.
Yeah.
She did 1000%.
well, Ryan, what's your perspective on the move? What went into your decision?
I still, even in the confessionals, every time you'd ask me who needs to go, I would say that Harris is someone that I'm working with that needs to go. I never wanted to go to the end with Harris. Even when it was the 5 of us with Latea and Connor and Maddie and Harris, I didn't want to go to the end with Harris. So I was just thinking, am I going to take Harris out at 6 or at 5? And I thought it was too early at that point. But then when Jenna said to do it, I was like, okay, sure, I'll do it. So I absolutely think Jenna deserves a huge chunk of credit for that. But I also don't think it's 100% her move at all either.
Yeah.
I can confirm that. You were saying in your interview that you felt if you took out Maddie or Harris too soon, that you wouldn't have numbers going into the next round. So I originally in that night, you were going to take out Terrell, but I think a mixture of Jenna's pleas, Terrell's pleas, but Jenna really locking it in gave you the confidence to go forward with the move. Do you think that's a fair statement?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
and I told him that I would take the fall with Maddie. I was like, I'll make sure Maddie's not mad at you. You know, I'll just say it was my deal.
And you did. After that call, that was the first phone call that it was you three, was Maddie, Ryan, and Jenna. Well, with that cleared out the way, I think the only other piece of business we have to get to before we do awards, or before I think anyone else has anything we need to put on the table, would be the Edgar and Richie blow up. So Richie, before you left, you gave a pretty harsh speech against Edgar, claiming that he was misogynistic and that he did not want a woman to win. So my first question is, do you still stand by that statement?
I don't. Honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest here. I've been trying to figure out how I want to word this to Edgar ever since I got eliminated. I feel like I needed to just talk to him about this, and I finally feel like I have the opportunity. So I'm just gonna go and say it. Edgar, I completely apologize for painting you as a misogynist in my thing. I'm gonna be completely honest. When I heard from people that you were making like an all-male alliance, like I truly got the ick from it, because not to bring personal into this game, but like in my personal life, like I'll be honest, like I hate straight men. I really do. I went through a lot, which not gonna get into on here. And also I am somebody who, is a feminist, honestly, and I believe in women empowerment. However, like I said, I'm not going to bring personal into the game, even though I kind of did, and I do apologize for that. Also, I'll admit I never knew a man never won the game, honestly, before Ryan won. So, I will say I do think like stress did just get to me, and I just hit my breaking point, and I do apologize for saying that to you, honestly. And also, I just feel like ever since the beginning of the game, you and I were at odds. On day 2, I feel like we did have a chat and whatnot to like get to know each other. And then on day 4 is when you voted me into the box. And that's when I kind of lost trust in you. And then after that, I voted you in. And then, I feel like we were good. And then the misfits happened. And then when that shit blew up, I was just basically done. I was aggravated. And that's when I blew up at you and had my exit. But yeah, like I apologize, honestly. I don't think you're a misogynist. I think you're a great person. And I hope we can move on from this, but if you want nothing to do with me, I completely understand. And yeah.
Well, before we have Edgar's rebuttal, I do have another clip. So following your elimination and this whole situation, everyone logged off, everyone except for Millie, Terrell, and Edgar. And they had a little conversation at the end of the Zoom following the accusation. So let's take a look.
I haven't talked to Morgan yet either.
Tomorrow.
We gotta talk to Morgan. We ain't talked at all. But you're great too. Oh.
Yeah.
You
All
are.
right. Well, why y'all got me on there looking like that?
All
All
right,
right,
y'all.
y'all.
Good night.
Well, thank you
night,
guys. Tonight was the night. Until next time.
It was.
All right, y'all. I'll talk to you guys
Bye, y'all.
later.
Peace out, guys.
All right, Edgar, you feeling okay?
I feel all right, but I really don't like what Richie said. And the
I
way
can
he
tell
said
something
it.
bugging you. How, Millie? You can
It
tell.
is. It's bugging me, man. Like the
Yeah,
way
it
he
is.
said it
It's
just made it
stressing you
seem
out.
like I was so. Yeah, the way he said it made it seem like I was so misogynistic and so like sexist.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sorry that I'm getting sentimental, but I'm a grandma's
Ed-
boy, you
Edgar,
know?
Edgar,
Yeah.
Edgar.
And
You
for
had
him to
something.
say it that way, like, and then lie
Edgar,
about
it's
my
gonna be
character,
okay.
bro.
It's
No,
gonna
you're
be
good.
okay.
Yeah, don't worry
It's gonna
about
be
Like, I
that.
know,
okay.
but what hurts most is that I trusted him personally. I told him my
Yeah.
personal life about how I
Aw.
support Pride, how I'm
Mhm.
very, very open-minded, and we've had conversations and stuff. And then for him to attack me like that really fucking hurts because I would not attack anyone in this game
Yeah.
like that.
Edgar,
No, I get
don't
it.
cry.
And then
I know
how
that
am I
bugged you.
supposed to talk to Latea and Maddie now and convince them that I didn't say it the way he meant it? You know, like
Yeah.
how am I supposed to tell them like, no, I'm not misogynist. I'm not sexist. They hear it from Richie, who's
Yeah.
like a gay man, and usually like the gay man is the one that's trustworthy. And then they're gonna look at me and be like, "Oh, well, he's a straight man. And he's in the military, and that's probably what he thinks." And that's not true. Like I love my wife to death, and if it wasn't for my wife, I would be half the man that I am today. So for him to be attacking me about women's views, it's just it hurts. It really hurts because this is a game,
Yeah.
and I didn't say anything about women terribly at all. Like that's not what I was saying at all.
Yeah.
And that just really fucking hurt me that he said that. And
No, I get it.
this
So that's just a little bit of it. My heart was breaking during that conversation. So to give a little backstory on what was said. So there was an all guys alliance from the beginning. And it was said by Edgar that he wants a man to win. But it was in the context of a guy had never won the game. It was nothing about he doesn't want to see women succeed. It wasn't about wanting to see the women go out one by one. It was more so about a guy hasn't won this before. I really like you guys. I want to be loyal to you guys to the end. Let's see a guy win this because it hasn't happened before. And I will say this also. You know, this game is very LGBT friendly. It always has been, always will be. And what I really appreciate from the straight men that do come into this game is they're always really open-minded. You guys are always great allies in my opinion. You know, we do funny things here. We lip sync for our life. We read each other. You know, like things that you wouldn't see like a typical straight guy do. And I always think the most masculine thing you can do is either embrace your own inner femininity or respect another person's femininity. And I always felt that every single straight man and gay man that was in this game was respectful to everybody here in that capacity. And I appreciated a lot of the things that you said, Edgar, and that Harris, you've said this season, and that Justin has said, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I want to give you a chance to defend yourself, Edgar. So I'm going to give you the floor.
I don't think I need to defend myself. That I think that video shows everything. It did hurt a lot. You know, the thing is, Richie, I did tell you why I wanted a man to win. I did say that a man never won. Maybe you weren't paying attention, and that's totally okay. That was something I literally took a break from the game after that for like a couple days, and I even told Harris too. I was like, dude, I'm fine. I'm just going to take a break. And I told Justin as well, because I had this conversation with you. My best friend is gay. Okay. My wife is bisexual, LGBTQ community, all that stuff. I have family that's involved in that. I go to pride parades. I do so much. I wear rainbow like it's nobody's business. Am I gay? No, but I show support to those people because they made me the man that I am today. My wife, my best friend made me the man that I am today. Right. So I told you all that in confidence, you know, so that you knew that not all straight men and I'm sorry about your past experiences. I can't change that, but what I can do is change your future experiences. So I wanted you to meet a straight man that cared for you, that actually cares for you, that doesn't care how feminine, flamboyant, whatever you are, that just appreciates that Richie is Richie. And that's what I was trying to do in our conversations. I accept your apology. I forgive, but I never forget. That was something, I've never been that hurt before in a really, really long time. We can definitely talk about it. I do forgive you. I do want to be friends with you. I am not a liar when I say, I support you. I was not lying when I say I'm so happy the way that you are, that you're so proud to be yourself. I grew up with a lot of insecurities. So when I see someone that's like very prideful of themselves, regardless of the norm, I look up to that. I admire that. So in my confessionals, I was saying, like, I admire Richie because he's so unapologetically himself that I wish I can do that too, because I have a problem doing that. So that's why it hurt. But I forgive you. I would love to be friends with you. I definitely want to go to New York, Long Island, and see you. But yeah, please, like, understand it's no hard feelings. I understand this game is taxing as fuck. I was literally up at 3 a.m. every fucking day to play this game. I know how taxing it is more than anyone else. It's 5 a.m. right now where I'm at, but I wanted to be in this reunion so that I can talk to you so we can settle this straight. I'm very emotional, so I apologize that I cry for everything. But yeah, no, there's no hard feelings. Richie, I love you. I want to continue to build a relationship with you and to prove to you that not all straight men are fucking assholes, because I know that we are for the most part, but not all of us are. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
Richie, I saw a tear from you. How does it feel hearing that? You're on mute.
I ruined the moment. I'm happy that we finally had this talk. This really did humble me, honestly. And like I said, like, I know I'm not the best person in the world. I know I've made a lot of mistakes in my past. Due to things that have happened, I'm not making excuses for myself. I take full accountability for what I said, and I'm so sorry that I hurt you like that. That video honestly made me really upset that I hurt somebody like that with my words. I feel like such a bad person, honestly, and I can't continue to say sorry, honestly. Like, I'm so sorry.
I don't think any of you guys are bad people. At the end of the day, this is a game, but it's really a social experiment. I studied psychology for a reason. What I really love about this game is that because we get so many different types of people, is that you really get to see what it's like when you introduce one type of person to another and how they'll interact with each other. And sometimes I see walls come up, I see walls come down. My hope is that now that the game is over, that more walls can come down, and now that you guys have been exposed to a different perspective, that maybe it can change things. So yeah, and maybe there's someone out there that can watch, maybe has had a similar experience that you guys have had, and it can change them for the future. I know we have a lot of youth that watch the show. Sometimes I forget that we got 1,700 people watching. So I think that this was a learning experience for y'all and for maybe people watching. So I'm glad to see that it had a positive ending, though. That makes me very happy. Well, is there anything that I've missed tonight? Does anyone else have anything that they really need to get off of their chest?
Can I
I
say
just want to
something?
say,
Go ahead, Lataea. Go ahead, Lataea.
Oh no, it's just so random, but I just want to say, Dylan, I love your laugh, and I'm gonna miss it so much. Because honestly, like, yo,
Me
I'm gonna miss
too. I
it.
love it. Yes, every week. And that ooh child. Yes, all that.
Oh my god, I was just had a wheeze there.
I just want to say, Edgar, I had you singing. Rachel, I had you twerking. It's real. I had you blindfolded.
Yes, you did.
Yes. At least I didn't have to twerk. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Morgan.
And I didn't want to sing, so I got the good one.
Oh my gosh.
I did a lot of those anonymous messages when I got out of the house.
Yes, you, Sador, and Jordan did
Yeah,
most.
we knew.
I do
I
have
just wanted to shake it up a little bit.
I do have a gift for all the people that love my laugh.
I'm gonna send it so I can set it as
Oh,
my
I'm
ringtone.
excited.
Hold
Let
on.
me see.
That's what
Did I
said.
say
wanna-
did I save
that's
it
my
or did
ringtone.
who saved it? So hold on, I gotta find it. But I think Crystal sent it to me. And I lost my mind. While I try to find it, does anyone else have anything that they need to get off of their chest?
Well, all in
Sure.
all,
I just wanted to
I
say something.
appreciated.
Okay.
I'll
Go
go
right.
after Ryan. I'll go after Ryan.
Well, honestly, I appreciated this learning experience. I did learn about a lot about myself. In the game, I saw how I was closed off. I was not vulnerable. I failed to communicate in those strong key moments to where I felt like I could have like gotten things cleared up, maybe some misconceptions, because I really hate that a lot of the views upon me are some negatives, some loves. So it's either you've loved or hate me. Going forward, I am definitely going to be taking the lessons that I've learned in this game, taking accountability for, some of the conversations. If you guys have ever felt like I incorporated one aspect of religion to further myself in the game. And thank you guys for this opportunity. I love my new production team.
You're welcome. I did find it if anyone wanted to hear. This was my laugh after Dr.
Let's
Lou
hear it.
Million thing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Coughing up a lung.
I'm dead.
A whole left lung.
Oh my god. I had lost my mind over what Dr. Lou had said in the chat. I was
Million. Why do you say it like that?
Oh my god. Tyler with the mask.
What is your name, Millie?
I was trying to figure it out the whole time.
It's Millicent.
Millicent, okay.
Millicent. Millichun is her screen name.
Mhm.
Well, if we did get everything on the table, there might be some things that we missed, but I think overall we covered a lot. I think this was a really good reunion. I do know that every producer has had things that they've been thinking. So if the production team would now like to step forward and give their final thoughts on the season, now would be the time to do so. So Chantel, Keisha, Tyler, who else is here? Sharonica, if you guys want to give your final takes. How about I'll go in alphabetical order. So why don't we start with Chantel?
Okay, so I'm not really gonna give my takes because it'll take too long. I do want to give my thanks that to everyone that trusted me and that agreed to playing this crazy ass game. I really appreciate and love each and every single one of you, and I hope that you guys had a blast playing, and I hope one day in the future that you'll all play again. And that's it. That's all I have to say.
Thank you.
I love you, Chantel.
Love you, girl. Thank you. Thank you for showing me this game.
Chantel with the
Thank you for
body
taking the chance with me.
Thank you for DMing me.
I don't
Keisha,
remember who
Keisha?
DM'd me.
Keisha.
Pretty ass Keisha.
Y'all.
What?
I just came from my Christmas
Keisha.
party, so we've been
Girl, wake up.
Oh,
I'm-
girl.
I'm awake. I've just been drinking.
Saucy.
So I'm
She's
wandering.
saucy.
Yeah.
She's a little saucy.
We love you.
Anyways, it was so much fun watching you all play. And you know what? Okay, this is what I gotta say. What I gotta say is, Ryan W., I'm so freaking proud of you. You did such a great job, and I just want you to know that, like, you should always be proud of the fact that you did play your game all the way to the end. And I'm so freaking proud of you. And you guys did such a good job this season. All of you did so good. It was so much fun watching you play. And you guys need to realize that like this is just a game on the internet. And you guys need to not be so personally offended by things because it's not that serious. It really is not. But yeah, you guys all did so great. And don't hide behind nastiness with like laughing emojis because that doesn't cover your ass. You're still being nasty, so don't do that. Okay. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Love you, Keisha.
Kyra.
Okay. Hello everybody. Hey, how's it going? Also, it's Kyra. Sorry, I haven't told you guys my name the whole time. I just like was just. Anyways, I was gonna
Sorry
say
for
that
the-
this has been a lot of fun. Also, season 12. First of all, thanks for not getting this reunion to 4 hours like the season 12 reunion was, because I almost died during that reunion.
Oh no.
But
You
also,
can grow.
most of you guys may know during season 12, during one of the challenges, I got the cops called me and received a wellness check. After watching this season, I think they gave it to the wrong person. But also, love you guys. I'm gonna hop off and I'm gonna go back on mute. But congratulations, Ryan W. Goodbye.
Bye, Kyra.
Wait, who needed the wellness check?
And Tyler.
Oh, wait, I think I know.
First of all, Woo Chow. Second of all, Woo Chow again. Third of all, Woo Chow. Y'all is something else. Season 13.
Tyler.
Oh my goodness. Well, first I want to say congratulations to all 20. Oh, excuse me, 21 of y'all for a phenomenal job this season. You all did so magnificent. I'm so proud of all of you for one being in the game. Even the two that were inactive. I still had to give them credit, Desiree and Tadia, for at least trying and putting their best foot forward. I have been on production for about 6 seasons now, and it keeps getting better and it keeps getting greater with all these wonderful people. A special shout out to Jenna's dogs this season. They really truly helped Jenna out in a bad way and a good way, honestly. But to all of you, phenomenal job. I cannot wait to see what you all have in the near future. Honestly, too, I have to give some love to my first boot, Jerome. Jerome, we want to see you again. All right, many special long term. We want to see you again, buddy. So please come on back. We need to see you. I gotta give love to a first boot to another first boot. Much love to you all. Can't wait to see you all back on DH1 on a mini special long term anything. We want to see you back. And also just to say, woo chow. That's it. Much love, y'all.
And
Love
Sharana.
you, Tyler.
Love you, Tyler. You're the reason why I'm
Word.
here. So shout out to Tyler.
Oh yeah. To my two. I love y'all.
And then Sharonica, what you guys say about this season?
Well, first of all, congrats, Ryan and Jenna, for making it to the final two. All of you guys, good game. I really enjoyed talking to y'all in your confessionals. I enjoyed watching y'all. I've been on production before, not only in this game, but in different games. And, it's pretty predictable, pretty boring, all that, because in most games, seasoned players, they tend to click up with each other. There's a lot of things that seasoned players do that's predictable and boring. And I must say, having a cast where like 99% of y'all are fresh meat, never played a org, it was different and it was worth watching. And so I really enjoyed watching a cast full of newbies, and I don't think I ever want to watch a cast with seasoned players ever again, because this wasn't predictable. You all had, different personalities, different games, different something that I'm not used to. When I'm in a game or when I'm watching a game. Because they usually recycle players in every game. And so I really, really enjoyed this cast. Like I said, the day before yesterday, this is my favorite cast so far. And so it was a pleasure watching it. I don't know what else to say. I'm not gonna give y'all individual critiques because, like Chantel said, it would take forever. But I agree with the ladies. It's a game. You're supposed to have fun. Learn from your mistakes and try again next time. Like I said, I played this game 3 times and won on my 3rd time. But in these games, be proud of your placement, because not everybody can. There's people that play a million times and don't even make it to merge. They always get taken out at 8-7-6. They never even make it close to the final. So be proud of your placement.
I see Tyler raised his hand. Did you have something to say, Tyler?
Oh yeah. I just want to say for y'all to be y'all's first time doing games, y'all have impressed me immensely. I just want to point that out. Wonderful job.
I agree.
A
Because some
wonderful
of you
job.
guys did
Yes.
some season player moves that I don't even think y'all realize.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Especially Jenna. Jenna really
Yes.
surprised me because, like, at first, like I was saying the other day, I don't know if Jenna was there when I said it, but I was like, I don't know about Jenna. Jenna's not doing, what she's supposed to be doing in this game. And then one day she sent out the secret messages and she understood the assignment. Like, she sent a messy ass message about Rachel and then created a chat with Rachel right after and was, being supportive of her, like, hey, that's fucked up what they said about you. Like, I like you,
Wow.
But
I will say, I was saying that I could compare a lot of people to previous players. I couldn't with Jenna. I really couldn't. I couldn't figure out anyone. Everyone's
that was very smart what she did. She did a lot of smart things that I wish she would have mentioned in her jury speech, but
happens.
she was, out of all of the players, she was one that was very calculated and strategic about certain things that she said and did. And you need to be proud, girl, that you made it to second. Don't be sad.
I know everyone's trying to bully Crystal into saying something. I know Crystal don't want to say nothing, no. But I know that Crystal was very proud of all of you, specifically Morgan, who was her casting. She was always rooting for you in the prod chat, and I thank Crystal for getting you into this game. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Crystal.
I guess I said everything I had to say at that finale, so I'm good. But I echo what they say. This was a really fun season. No shade to my season 12 people, but I thought this cast was much more strategic. I still love my season 12 people, but I think this season took season 12's formula and amped it up even more. And listen, there was a point where I was like, I think I'm done with I Love Money. It's just it's too stressful, too much drama, whatever. I've really enjoyed the last 2 seasons. This season I really enjoyed. You guys made me want to keep doing this. So I've done this for a lot of years, y'all. So thank you guys so much for playing. And again, there's so many things I could say about all of you. But I'm gonna just leave it at that. And any of you, I would love to see any of you back anytime.
And I want to say this is a very attractive cast. Like, all of y'all niggas attractive.
You are too, girl. You fine.
I'm crying.
No,
Well,
you're fine.
we do have some awards to give out. So first things first is this season we raised a grand total of $437 from viewers throughout the season, which is the second highest we've ever done. Last season we got to 1,000, but I still think 437 is a great number. So this is the breakdown of what we're gonna do with the numbers. Ryan, for being the winner of this season, you're gonna walk away with $300. So congratulations. Jenna, for being the runner-up, you're gonna walk away with $50. $25 will go to our fan favorite and our congeniality winner. So that'll leave us with $37 left over, I believe. And we're going to divide those amongst some other awards that we have to give out. I'm gonna try calculating the best number to do. I might do like $10 increments for the other things we have. So we have a couple of categories to give out. We have the season's hero, the season's villain. I'll just go one by one. So I asked every member of production to give out who they think would be the hero and the villain and et cetera, et cetera. So I'm going to take their votes into consideration, and then I'm going to pick a winner. So let's start off with the hero of the season. So the nominees for hero of the season in no particular order are Terrell, Millie, and Maddie.
Aw, that's a good three. Aw.
It's a good three.
That's a great three.
But
Oh, thank
the
you.
winner of the hero of the season is, congratulations, Terrell. You are the
Oh,
winner
thank
of the season.
you. I actually won something.
And the reason
Thank
why
you.
is because there were just a lot of moments, kind of like this clip we were showing with Edgar when he was at his low. There was a lot of times where you were there for people that were, you know, at their lowest point in the game. And that was part of why you made it through the season without getting a nomination all the way until the end. So
Yeah,
congrats
thank
to
you guys. Thank
Next is the villain of the season. So for the villain of the season, the nominees in no particular order are Connor, Ryan W, and Jenna. But the winner of the villain of the season, I don't know why I'm blurry, is, congratulations, Jenna. You have been named the villain of the season. I don't think I need to go too into depth about why. Evil genius type vibes. Definitely, for sure. Not a bad pick.
banana.
No, girl, it's good to be a villain.
Next is the Competition Beast Award. This is to the player that could be in the category of Comp Beast alongside our mercenaries. The nominees for this award are Maddie, Ryan W, Terrell, and Harris. However, the winner of this award, no surprise here, is Ryan W.
Ryan W, yep.
The most amount of paymasters and individual challenges this season. I mean, you were one away from breaking the individual win record, which is 7. And technically you did beat it, because if we don't count Shelby's win when she won her way back into the game, so you did win it. You tied it. So it's impressive. Six
Congrats,
wins.
Ryan.
Congrats, Ryan.
The next award is going to go to the most robbed. So this is the player that had potential to really take it all the way, and one or two things went wrong and they got robbed from making a deeper run. The nominees of this award in no particular order are Morgan.
Oh. Okay.
Rachel. Edgar, Latea, and Connor. However, the winner of this award is Rachel. Rachel, congratulations for getting the most robbed award.
Congrats, Rachel.
We really felt like you had
Congratulations,
potential to make it really deep in the game. And if you would have just taken that deal, I think you really would have made it deep. You had a lot of momentum that you could have worked with moving forward.
Thank you.
Next, not so savory, is the biggest flop of the season. So this is the person that had
They
a
get
lot of
money for
potential and just there's no money for this one. This is gonna go to the player that flopped. There's like really no other way to put it. The nominees for this award are y'all are so shady.
Oh my god.
Katya, Desiree.
Oh, well, they won. They didn't even start. They flopped before they even started.
Mocha,
Damn.
Jerome, and Sador. But the winner of this award is Katya. Katya is the winner of the biggest flop award.
Yeah, I don't even know what Katya look like.
The reason is that she just
She's so sweet. Puts respect on her name.
Just stop.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. I think that she just gave up. If I'm being honest, I think she just gave up. So
Yeah, he was in chats and didn't even say anything.
She was a really sweet girl.
Some dirty
She was a really
asses.
sweet girl.
She was really nice, man. She replied me on Instagram more than the game, but
But she still likes my Instagram stories.
okay, the next award is for the worst move of the game. These were nominated by the producers. I'm going to pick one. Edgar not voting, Justin not voting and being the swing vote and not picking a side, not voting, and not it's unanimous. Not voting at the final not voting at the final 9 is the winner for the worst move, and I have to agree because I think Edgar also really could have taken it really far had he just voted. So I also think it screwed up Justin's game because that was when
I'll wear that with pride.
Yeah, all trust like completely went out the window. I will say as well, I would say that I think getting rid of Sador at top 8 was not a bad move for Maddie, but I do think it was a bad move for some of the rest of you in the game because I think if Sador was there, that would have increased your guys' chances of winning. And she was really loyal to some of you, and you needed her as a number. That move really was only good for Maddie's game and Ryan's game. I'll say it was good for both of them. So, but I will agree. I think not voting. Oh, I need to throw this in there too. Dr. Lou not doing the acting challenge. That's going in there too. Because Dr. Lou, they wanted you to stay, and then you didn't do the challenge. So that was a bad move, in my opinion. Biggest blindside. So this is the most shocking elimination of the season. The nominees for this award, in no particular order, are Millicent getting voted out during Circle Night, Ryan W. voting off Harris at the final 6, Jenna choosing to save Morgan instead of saving Richie or Jordan, and Jenna flipping on Connor and Latea during the double elimination. But the winner, no surprise here, is Ryan eliminating Harris at the final 6. That was a doozy. We were not expecting that, and I don't think anyone in the game was, so props to you. The funniest moment of the season, the nominees are anything that Morgan said. Jerome's final plea.
Yes.
Millicent's thank you, Jesus, when Terrell was saved at the final 6. And the winner of this award, it's gonna have, I'm sorry. I actually can't pick between the two. I'm gonna have to give it to Jerome's final plea.
It's gotta be Jerome.
It's gotta be Jerome's final plea. I don't think it was close for me between Millie saying thank you, Jesus, but Jerome, that shit,
You had to give it to Jerome.
I could be vicious too. And obnoxious.
I'm obnoxious and vicious too.
I'm obnoxious.
That was crazy.
That shit was crazy.
That's how you was gonna get them to stay, keep you, Jerome.
Yeah.
I can't believe that speech. I'm like, that was crazy.
I won the funny. Hey.
I love it. I love it. Next is Player of the Season. So this is the award to the person that we believe overall played the best game, the most well-rounded game. And the nominees for this one are, in no particular order, Jenna, Ryan W., and Harris. But the winner of this award, it's going to have to go to our runner-up, Jenna. Jenna, congratulations. We also typically don't give it to the winner of the season.
Yay for Jenna.
Jenna, congratulations. You are the player of the season and you join an elite group. And by the way, I think a lot of you played an amazing game this season. I think really our entire top 6 was really, really strong. The final award will not be picked by us. It'll be picked by you guys. So this is the Mr./Mrs. Congeniality Award. So this award is going to go to the player that you think played the most congenial. Who was there for you in your hard times? Who was kind? Who was loyal? Really, it's up to you how you want to give this award out. So I want everyone to go to their production chat and vote for the player that you believe should be the Mr. or Mrs. Congeniality of the game. So I'll open the voting up now. Please get your votes in. I'm going to leave the voting open for a minute.
You add me back to my chat.
I can definitely
No
add
shade.
you back, Dr. Lou. I can add you back.
Kind of hard.
Yeah, very hard.
Not in the house chat.
Sure. A little bit. That'll be great.
Thanks, Morgan.
Sure. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
I have to pee so bad.
Go pee, man. Don't hold that shit in.
It's okay. I'll wait.
No, Connor, you always do
Connor,
this.
you
Can I
young
tell
right
you?
now.
I'm
Connor,
dying
Connor.
laughing at that
You
one
young
episode,
right
the
now.
one you got out. And that
Connor, you
whole
young right now. Don't hold that pee in. I'm telling you. But when you hit about 22,
I can wait till after Triple, then I'll go pee. I promise. I promise. It's not like really bad. It's not really bad.
when you hit 22 and it go drizzle.
Uh-oh.
I'm crying. So while you guys are voting, I'm gonna have a member of production tally the votes for me. I want to give each person one final chance to say anything they want to say, maybe their closing thoughts on the season, and then I think we'll wrap it up there. So I'll go in order of elimination. We just need Jerome's vote. As soon as Jerome's vote is in, then we can. Child, y'all cannot vote for yourself. You cannot vote for yourself. So if you voted yourself, just please change it. Thank you.
Wait, what is the vote for again? I just got off of the.
It's for the person that you believe played the game most congenial, the person that was most honest, loyal, was there for you in time of need, whatever you think.
Great. Okay.
So I'm gonna go in order of elimination. So we're gonna start off with. So we're gonna start off with Jerome. So Jerome, what is your closing thoughts on this season?
Sorry, Jerome, I need your vote first.
Am I voting for two people or one person?
Just one person.
Dang.
Well, while you're doing that, Dr. Lou, what is your closing thoughts on this season?
I don't have any. I just want to say congratulations to Ryan. It's Ryan W. Everybody played a good job. I mean, everybody played a good game.
Thank you, Dr. Lou. Mocha's not here. Desiree's not here. Jordan, what are your final thoughts?
I had a ton of fun with everyone here. No hard feelings. It's a game. Congratulations, Ryan. Congratulations, Jenna, for making it to the top two. Yeah, I think it was a lot of fun. I made a lot of personal connections, and I look forward to keeping those connections.
Awesome. Jerome.
Yes.
What are your final thoughts for this season?
My final thoughts. It was a really intense, but it was a great game. I sat and really enjoyed it. Even though I was eliminated first, I was like the first person that was out. And it's all good, stuff like that happens. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. This was a great experience. This is my first time actually being in a game show, reality TV. So it was really quite the experience watching everything unfold and the intensity, some of the arguments, and but the ending of it was beautiful. So yeah, you guys, y'all did great. I learned some strategic moves from watching you guys, so no infringement intended. But yeah, I ain't gonna steal your moves now. But no, it's really been quite an experience. So I'm proud of each and every one of y'all. Y'all really did great. Yeah, man, this was like just totally amazing. And I'm glad, even though I was eliminated, I still found a way to get back in. So, it was great. That's my closing.
Thank you, Jerome. Richie Royalty.
First off, I just want to say congratulations to Ryan for winning the game. Dylan and the rest of production, thank you guys so much for casting me. I had an amazing time. This was an experience that I'll never forget. To my fellow house guests, I just want to say I love all of you and I'll always remember you guys. Hope to stay in touch. If you guys ever want to come party, please let me know. I would love to get drunk with all of you. And yeah, I wish you all the best in life.
Thank you. Ryan A.
Yes. Well, congratulations, Ryan W. You kept the win in the name of the family, Ryans. Thank you for representing. This game was interesting for me. It was so interesting for me. I got to meet a lot of people. I learned so much about myself. I was able to grow personally, knowing that, I was just this like awesome person. And I am happy to be taking accountability for the things that I have perpetrated in the game. And I know that it was cool that I had a big hold in the early part of the game as far as how the voting system was going to go, how a lot of people were going after my targets. So I don't want my game to be looked past. And I was able to, get those strong connections that have these people here, pretty upset how they are, some of them. And going forward, I want to continue to grow. And I'm happy that I was able to have this opportunity. I've been watching reality shows for so long now. And I was just holding back a lot of information and wanting to, share the things that everybody else was talking about. But I felt like it was going to put a target on my back. So all in all, wonderful experience. Thank you, I Love Money production team for having me. And this is not the last you will see of Ryan A.
Thank you, Ryan. Okay. Next up is Rachel.
I had so much fun playing this season and meeting everyone, and I'm so excited to like stay friends after. And I don't know, I'm so excited. Just I don't know, we need a Canada reunion.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you. I love Money and the producers. You guys put a lot of work into this, and it definitely was well thought out, super fun. And yeah, thanks for finding me. I had a great time.
Thank you. Morgan.
Thank you guys for choosing me. It was so much fun. I can't say. I hope to keep in contact with y'all, everybody. And this weekend, my church, we are helping the homeless. If you would like to donate, Cash App, give to KCM. And yeah, I don't know. I just had fun. This is my first time doing something like this. I was learning the game as we went. I didn't know how to play. But this was a fun cast. I had fun meeting everybody. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Latea.
Yeah, thank you, you guys, production. Shout out to Tyler. Like I said, he's the reason why I got on this show. I thought it was a scam. I didn't know what was going on, but I'm glad that, I took the leap of faith and played with you guys because you guys are awesome. A lot of jokes. It was stressful as fuck though, but honestly, other than that, I'm glad I met a lot of great people, and yeah, Canadian reunion has to happen. I have my passport, y'all, so I'm gonna visit everybody, one of you guys. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Connor.
Yeah, just honestly, thank you guys for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Chantel, for reaching out to me. It was really fun. I know I've made a bunch of friends for life, and I hope to keep in touch with the majority of you after this game. And it was really fun. It was really stressful, but I had a good time. And yeah, I really love playing.
Thank you. Edgar.
This shit was crazy. Similar experiences bond you together. So this is an experience that not a lot of people had. And I'm so grateful to be a part of this season. I'm so grateful to be represented by Ryan. Congratulations on being the winner. Each and every one of you have had a personal conversation with, and I've meant everything that I've said. This was an awesome experience. If you guys ever come to Germany, y'all have a house to stay at. Don't stay at no creepy ass Airbnb. Trust me, they're creepy here.
You gonna let me come stay with you?
Dead ass. Come by.
Okay.
I'm so serious. Like I mean it. My house is open to y'all. Y'all are family to me now. And Dylan, production, I am so grateful for you guys. Obviously, I used to say that every single time at the end of my confessionals, how grateful I am for you guys. This is an experience I'll remember forever. And when I'm on Survivor or Big Brother or both, I'm gonna shout all of y'all out. So yeah.
Gang, 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 gang.
Thank you. Miss Allure, Sador, what are your final thoughts?
Hi, everybody. I think everybody did great. Congratulations to Ryan again. No shade at all. I'm so happy for you and Jenna. And the production guys did great. Like I said, you shady bitches. But yeah, much love to you all. Yep. And all the crazy all the crazy shit, everything. Everybody did so good. I enjoyed watching everybody. So yeah, it was a great experience. Thanks for having me. So yeah, much love to everyone. You guys did good, and I'll definitely be keeping in touch as well. So yeah.
Thank you. Harris.
Well, production already knows how I feel about them. I talk about you all so much. I obviously appreciate you guys. I want to shout out Hattie. Maddie, you were like the sunlight of my life for the past month. You always made me smile and stuff, and I just really
Show
appreciate
your face so we could see you. We got to see you saying this. It got to be heartfelt. There you go.
I really appreciate you. You literally brighten up my day every single day we talked. We talked every day, and
You make me happy.
this is not the end.
And I'm in love with her. Are you in love with her?
Yeah, she got me into Lululemon for sure. I don't know. I don't know.
He's in
He's
like
the Lulu.
Yeah.
he's in love. Look at him. He going off the camera.
Oh,
I
Look
don't
at
know
him.
how she feels, so I don't
Did
know.
you order
Well,
her
I know how she feels.
candles?
I know how she feels, but yeah.
Did you
Definitely
send her
not
her
one-sided.
candles?
Yeah, I sent her candles. The candles are en route. The candles are en route.
But can we get an invite to the wedding? Like, can we? Is you gonna leave us? At
If there is one one day, for sure, for sure.
Now he lost the game for some pussy.
No.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We were saying that in the prod chat a little bit.
No.
I'm crying. Okay, Terrell. Thank you, Harris. Closing thoughts, Terrell.
All right. Just shout out to Tyler for reaching out to me. Similar to Latea, I thought it was a scam, but I'm here. This was super fun. Love you, Dylan. You're a great host. Production, you guys are amazing. You guys put on a lot of stuff for this. And this season had a lot of firsts, it sounds like. We broke history. Shout out to Ryan. Congrats to you. And this was fun. A lot of twists, a lot of turns. Great cast. I hope we could all chat after this. And I love everybody. So thank you guys for having me. Season 13, it's in the history books. Turn up.
Thank you. Maddie.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how to follow all of this. Thank you all. This has been really awesome. Honestly, like coming into this game, I was like, like I don't really know these people. Like it's gonna be randos online. Like it's not gonna be hard to vote people out. But it was really hard. Like I genuinely adore all of you. It's been so fun. Harris, I love you too. And thank you all. I love you all.
Oh, she said, Harris, I love you too. She tried to slip that in there.
Next up, my girl Mila-chan. You have the floor.
Hey y'all. It has been wonderful. This has been really good. I've enjoyed this. I learned a lot about myself. And Terrell and I are back together, so I'm really happy about that. Because that was breaking my heart. But
yes,
production has been great, and I love y'all. Y'all have y'all are shady and funny at the same time. Dylan, I'm definitely gonna miss your laugh, and I just miss y'all. I will miss talking to y'all. I'll miss it a lot. But everybody was great. Y'all are good. This was a good cast. For real. So I've enjoyed this. And thank you, Jesus, that we're all here together.
Amen. Thank you so much, Millie.
Amen. You're welcome.
Jenna, you have the floor.
You're a mess.
I said going into final three in a confessional that I had already felt like I won. I really came out of my comfort zone playing this game. As you guys know, I don't really leave my house that much and I don't socialize. And I just had so much fun talking and getting to know everybody and strategizing. And I really hope that I've made friends that I'll have for a long time. And I would like to also tell Dylan, like, I'm so in awe of what you do. I could never do it. You would blow me away all the time, just with your games and just how you keep everything organized. I just tip my hat to you. The last thing I'll say is I just want to remind everybody, please spay and neuter your pets.
The Bob Barker
Jenna.
effect. Thank you so much, Jenna. And Ryan, you can close us out.
Yeah, I had really not many expectations coming into this, but it blew my mind. And I'm more proud of the fact that I was part of such a memorable season, such a great cast, than the fact that I won. But even though, thank you all so much once again. And thank you, production. Great times. Loved it.
Thank you. Well, the last piece of business we have to get to is the fan favorites and the congeniality award. So based on the donations, we'll start off with the fan favorite award. So this is going to go to the player that received the most amount of votes via donation and from the fan favorite poll that we put out there. The top 3 vote getters in no particular order were Morgan, Terrell, and Connor. But the winner of this season's fan favorite award is, congratulations, Connor. You are this season's fan favorites.
Congrats, Connor.
And he thought he hated you.
And you talking about nobody didn't like you.
What the heck?
That part.
Thank you guys. What?
You received the most amount of donations. Morgan Terrell was close with y'all in second. The votes were 25-25 between Connor and Morgan, and it wasn't even close between everyone else. So yeah, congrats. How does it feel to be the fan favorite this season?
Okay, that actually feels really good because I thought I was so hated.
Never.
Aw, that makes me happy actually.
Well, congratulations, Connor. Drop the Cash App so you'll earn a prize of $25. Congrats.
Okay.
And lastly is our Congeniality Award. So this is going to the player that everyone voted for, who they thought was the most genuine or whatever. There were a lot of votes thrown all around. There was a vote for Sador. There was a vote for Harris. There was a vote for Latea. But the top 4 vote getters were Morgan, Edgar, Maddie, and Terrell. The first player not Congeniality with 2 votes is Edgar. Also receiving 2 votes is Terrell, which means we're down to Morgan and Maddie. But the winner with 5 votes and our Mrs. Congeniality of the season is, congratulations, Maddie. You have been voted to be Miss Congeniality of the season. What do you have to say?
Congrats, Maddie.
Thank you, everybody who voted for me. That's sweet. I really appreciate it. That makes me feel very happy.
So you have won a cash prize of $25. Congratulations.
Let's go.
You're rich, Maddie.
And we're rich.
You can fly to Canada now.
Exactly. Let's go, Connor.
Might have to be Spirit. Might have to be Spirit Airlines.
Thanks over here.
Yeah, no carry on either, unfortunately, but you can go. Well, I guess that is the end of it. I'm really gonna miss you guys. It's so sad. It's been a while since I'll miss a group. Well, all of you are now part of the DH1 family, so you'll be added to the alumni chat, and we're always around. So feel free to keep in contact. You guys are welcome back anytime. We've done lots of meetups recently, so I would love if y'all are ever in New York, let me know. Maybe I'll plan something. And that's pretty much it. Oh, I'm also seeing that some people want to know what we thought was going to be the boot order of this season. Every season I make up a mock season, like I do a little simulation of the game. What y'all don't know is there's a girl that actually was supposed to play that dropped literally a day before. So there was 22 people originally. But I actually had my top, this was the boot order. We had thrown Ryan in very last second, so I had him as the first out, literally because I didn't know anything about him. 21st place was Desiree. 20th was Jordan. Then I had Richie. Then I had Katya. Then I had Dr. Lou. I had Maddie at 16. Latea at 15. Sade at 14. Ryan A at 13. Mocha at 12. Connor at 11. Jerome at 10. Morgan at 9. Rachel at 8. Terrell at 7. Jenna at 6. Justin at 5. Edgar at 4. Sador at 3. Harris at 2, and I had Millie as my winner. Whenever I do these simulations, by the way, I come up with my own like storyline in my head of why everyone goes home. Like, oh, this is gonna be a blindside week. I had Harris actually had a Ryan run at the end. I had him winning 3 challenges at the end. But yeah, I can link you guys the chart if you want to see when the season's over. And this was before any game had gone on. This was like how I scheduled the game and like, laid out all the things. So, but yeah, you all did amazing. And I guess that's it.
For the next season, though, like you said that we're gonna get to know who's actually playing in the new. Like someone's
yeah,
gonna
it's on
be
the Christmas season. Oh, I'm sorry.
So I guess we'll end off with that. So sorry, I just got texted. So for my viewers, what's next to come with DH1? Well, I Love Money will be back sometime in 2024. We don't really have time to do another season. But we do have a week-long Christmas special that will be starting on Sunday, where I've invited back 10 I Love Money icons to compete one more time in a Christmas themed game. There is one person from this cast who will be competing. If they want to reveal themselves, they can.
Who is it? Rachel. It's not Rachel? Dr. Lou.
So who is competing this season on the Christmas game?
Maddie?
Morgan.
Oh, it's Morgan.
It's Morgan.
It is. Oh, perfect. Oh, there you go. Get your Christmas
Take
together.
Take it home. Rep 13.
Morgan,
Yeah, you better
represent.
Season 13. I'm rooting for you, girl.
Oh,
So
bro, I have
Morgan is the first Christmas tier that will be competing in our week-long game. Keep your eyes open for some other players. We tried to space it out and do like one or so for each season. So you'll see some old faces, some new faces. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, thank you all for an amazing 2023 and an amazing season 13. And until
Y'all gotta teach me how to finesse, cause I ain't finessing.
I'm sorry. The chat is making me laugh. So until next time, for the last time this season, from outside the I Love Money Manor, I have been your host, Dylan Andrews, with our cast of season 13. And what song should I play for the end? Oh, I know what I should play. Let the music play.
Yeah, play that margarita song you made.
Alert, anonymous bounty alert. I said, anonymous bounty alert.
Oh shit.
Give me 1 happy hour, I'ma spill all the tea. Give me 2 happy hours, I'ma place a bounty. Give me 3 happy hours, I'ma put your ass on blast. Give me 4 happy hours, your alliance name is trash. Give me 5 happy hours, and bitches are soft. Give me 5 happy hours, from the fuck off. Give me 1 happy hour, I'ma spill all the tea. Give me 2 happy hours, I'ma place a bounty. Give me 3 happy hours.